In her past life, Adelon Albadot executed his own daughter, Servian Albadot. He was, surprisingly, obsessed with ugly women. My name is Servian Albadot. Servian has glossy, jet-black shoulder-length hair and beautiful ocean-blue eyes. I am the imperial princess of the Albadot Empire, which rules the northern part of the continent. Barefoot on the ground, something unbelievable happened to me. Having died before reaching adulthood, I somehow reverted back to the age of 5. I died. Servian walked towards the execution grounds. The surrounding citizens, seeing her, hurled insults and rotten vegetables. D. Uvikitovich. Kill that witch. To be precise, I was executed. I knelt at the execution site as people below continued to throw rotten vegetables at me. You piece of trash. Your extravagance knows no bounds. I heard she even learned black magic. She's completely mad. She's not fit to be the imperial princess. Perhaps they were right. Maybe I really wasn't fit to be the imperial princess. Servian chuckled. I fought so hard to live until now. Now, by the supreme law of the Albadot Empire, the criminal Servian is sentenced to death. She closed her eyes tightly. It's all over now. Why did things turn out this way for the imperial princess? A voice came from the distance. She looked up. The empress, Sayabel, and Adelon were standing in the distance, watching her. This is so unfair. I didn't do anything wrong. Why, father? Why now? Why carry out the execution now? The blonde-haired man extended his hand. A red, diamond-shaped gem flew out and stopped above Servian's head. The light that ended my life was too bright. Suddenly, Servian heard a voice. As consciousness faded, I thought I heard my father's voice. What kind of expression did father have? I thought I was going to die just like that. Servian walked to the mirror and looked at herself, but when she opened her eyes, she saw her 5-year-old self. At first, I thought I was dreaming. She looked down at her small hands. But when she saw the empty room she was in, was my room always this big? Servian put her hand to her mouth. This isn't a dream. Dreams can't be this real. Click-clack, your highness. It's time to wake up and eat. A maid entered from outside. She turned and nodded. What surprised me even more was, Ding Sarah. Occupation, chief maid. Level 14. Affection, 400. Emotion, impatient. A status bar floated above her head. I can actually see it. Servian looked up at Sarah. Why is she so slow today? She's so difficult to serve. Hurry up and eat, your highness. Sarah gave a professional smile. I started to see these semi-transparent windows displaying inner thoughts. Servian took a bite of food. Ugh, this is awful. And the content was somewhat shocking. Sarah, watching from the side, said if you're picky, His Majesty will be angry. Servian's expression became serious. Sarah was the only person in the palace who was ever kind to me. But that kind Sarah, Ding Sarah, what's wrong with her lately? So annoying. That's what she was really thinking. And this soup, drenched in pepper, and this hard bread. What is this? Did I eat this kind of food when I was little? Sarah said with a grim expression, What are you doing? Hurry up and eat. Servian's body began to tremble. Then, with a sweep of her hand, she knocked the food off the plate. I hate pepper. This isn't food at all. Seeing this, she froze. What's going on? Although the food was hard to swallow, I intended to maintain the imperial princess's elegance and finish it obediently. Why isn't my body listening to me? Servian Albadot, body and soul synchronizing. 1%. Actions will follow the body. Seeing this, Servian was stunned. What's going on now? This is ridiculous. Is this going to make me act like a 5-year-old? Servian looked up at Sarah, lost in thought. If I act like this, I'll definitely be disliked again. I don't want to be hated anymore. I don't want to be hated and even executed like I was before. At least I can now see the status bars displaying people's states. If I use these status bars well, maybe I won't be hated. In the end, she didn't eat properly and change her clothes. Are there any plans for today? Servian sighed. Do I have to go out today? Sarah turned and said, His Majesty is coming today. Did you forget already? Servian's face paled. Ding Sarah. So stupid. I've told her so many times, and she still can't remember. His Majesty. The heartless father who killed his own daughter. Thinking of Adelin's face, Servian trembled with fear. I'm scared. I'm not ready yet. Just then, footsteps approached from afar. His Majesty, the Emperor, has arrived. Servian flinched. Servian, Adelon called out. Seeing him, Servian trembled as she thought, I should greet him. Otherwise, he might dislike me again for being impolite. She stared blankly at the status floating above Adelin's head. Ding Adelon Albadot. Occupation, Empire, level 99. Affection, 90,980,984. Emotion, really want to see my daughter. Fa, the weather is so cold today. Perfect for seeing the cutest Servian in the world. Ding, Adelon Albadot. Fa, that damn Duke kept me talking. I'm a minute late. This is practically treason. Just you wait, Duke. I'm going to audit your taxes. I'm being merciful by not taking your head. Servian was dumbfounded. Father, what is going on? You didn't run away today. Adelon looked down at Servian. Ding, Adelon Albadot. Thought, she can actually look at me for this long. She's grown up a little. Seeing those words, Servian felt dizzy. Father wants to see me. She lowered her head. How? That's impossible. In my past life, Father was incredibly cold and heartless, even executing his own daughter. Remembering the scene of her execution and being pelted with rotten vegetables, Servian felt terrified. Her body trembled uncontrollably. Servian Albadot was shocked by the status bar floating above Adelon Albadot's head. Seeing Servian's fear, Adelon sighed. He turned and said, I'll be going now. Ding, Adelon Albadot. Thought, is this her limit? But she still managed to last a whole minute today. Servian looked at him questioningly. Could he be worried about me? If what the status bar showed was truly Adelon's genuine feelings? What if Adelon really wanted to see me? Servian watched Adelon's retreating figure. If he wants to see me, wonderful, Your Majesty. Her Highness didn't run away today. A blonde-haired attendant said. The blonde-haired attendant and the maid saw Servian take a few steps towards Adelon. Servian's expression was startled. She walked behind Adelon and tugged on his clothes. Adelon felt it and turned to look at her. I was just anxious for a moment and unconsciously grabbed your clothes. She clutched his clothes tightly. She looked up, cautiously opening her eyes to look at the status bar above Adelon's head. No, but, Daddy, Adelon Albadot's thoughts. My daughter actually grabbed me. I'm so moved. His thoughts. Her hands are so small, yet she can grip my clothes so firmly. Servian breathed a sigh of relief. It's okay. Maybe the status bar is just my imagination. But if it's real, if Adelon's feelings are truly like this, why did I end up like that in my past life? I really want to know why I was executed in my past life. And as long as I can change the future. Adelon looked down at her, a gentle expression on his face. I need to act more calmly, like a princess. Servian swallowed, trying to speak to Adelon. Duh, she stammered. And no, it's not like that. She looked at Adelon, stuttering for a long time without saying what she wanted to say. That's not what I wanted to say. She bowed to Adelon. Your Majesty, I hope you'll give me some time. I want to have tea with you. That's what I wanted to say. She felt so embarrassed. It's all because of my worries. I keep acting like a child. What if he gets angry if he sees me acting so unreasonable? Servian put her hands on her cheeks, closing her eyes tightly. Adelon hadn't spoken for a while. Servian opened her eyes and peeked at him. Wasn't the princess's meal enough? Adelon asked a maid, his voice cold. The maid jumped in fright and hurriedly said, And no, Your Majesty. Adelon's face darkened. Then why is Servian asking for bread at this hour? The maid lowered her head in fear, cold sweat dripping from her forehead. Isn't he going to get mad at me? Seeing this, Servian felt dizzy. Sarah glanced at Servian, then stepped forward and said, Your Majesty, I believe Her Highness, the princess, probably wants to have breakfast with you. What? When did I say such a thing? Servian looked at her with a shocked expression. Adelon put his hand on his chin. Is that so? Favorability plus 100. Favorability plus 100. This is a bit difficult. Favorability plus 100. Servian watched as plus 100 favorability kept appearing around Adelon. Adelon turned around. I'll go confirm my schedule and let you know. How did things turn out like this? Servian sat in front of the vanity as a maid combed her hair. Dinner together tonight. Already. The maid pulled Servian's hair tightly as she styled it. Ow, I don't want to wear this. Servian glanced at the maid. If you keep being so picky, His Majesty will be angry. The maid scolded, pointing at her. Fine, Servian mumbled, looking downcast. Sayabel, come and help the princess with her final preparations, the maid called out. Looking at the dull hair ornaments in front of her, Servian felt a little strange. So strange. These are all dark colors that don't suit me. Sayabel spoke to Servian. Your Highness, let me help you. Please open your arms a little. Okay. Servian looked at her with an uneasy expression. Oh, it's Sayabel. In my past life, Sayabel was always very strict and scary. I have to be careful not to get scolded. Servian nervously watched Sayabel. A status appeared above Sayabel's head. Sayabel, Occupation, maid level 60. Favorability, 9,897. Emotion, Sheen Tung. Sayabel's favorability is actually much higher than Sarah's. Poor princess. Her hair is so beautiful. It would look lovely even if it were just naturally down. I can make her even more beautiful. Seeing this, Servian was stunned. I'm done. Sayabel gently patted her clothes. Her touch was gentler than the maid's, as if she truly cared about her. Your Highness, you must keep your back straight during dinner. You can't make any mistakes. Sayabel looked at Servian. You can do it, right? Yes, Servian nodded. I understand now. The maid who spoke kindly was actually quite inconsiderate, and Sayabel, who seemed strict, actually cares about me a lot. All right, let me try. Try not to be disliked like in my past life and have a different ending. Your Majesty, Servian, Her Highness has arrived. Adelon looked outside. Let her in. For this, I must take my first step. Servian swallowed nervously, looking at Adelon anxiously. I have to get through dinner tonight. Even including my past life, I don't know how long it's been since I've had dinner with Adelon. I have to do well. Oh, right. I heard His Highness, the Crown Prince, will also be joining us for dinner, Sayabel whispered from behind Servian. My brother is coming too. Damien Albadot. Unlike me, born from a concubine, he's the Empress's son. He was always cold to me in my past life. Sayabel, what about the Empress? Servian looked at her nervously. The Empress will not be joining us for dinner tonight, Sayabel said, looking down. Servian was extremely disappointed. If the Empress were here, the atmosphere at dinner would be a little less tense. Will it really be all right today? Servian arrived at the dining hall and looked at the Emperor of the Albadot Empire, Adelon Albadot, and the Crown Prince, Damien Albadot. Come and sit, Adelon said to her. Yes, Your Majesty. Servian sat opposite Damien. The atmosphere was extremely quiet. Servian Albadot had dinner with Adelon Albadot and Damien Albadot. Servian peeked at Adelon and Damien. It was a quiet dinner, just like in her past life. But what's with Father's status bar? Favorability plus 100. Favorability plus 100. I haven't done anything. Why does his favorability keep increasing? Servian looked up at Damien. My brother should be the same as in my past life, right? Damien Albadot. Occupation, Colonpas. Level 80 plus. Favorability, 9,087,000. Emotion, very excited to see his sister. Thoughts, I really want to talk to her. Seeing this, Servian felt dizzy. Something's definitely not right. What's going on? Adelon looked at Servian and asked, Servian, is the food not to your liking? Servian looked at him fearfully. How could that be? It looks delicious. But I can't. I'll get scolded if I eat too much. She stared at the food in front of her, drooling. But if I leave any, I heard that mountains of food are thrown away from the princess's palace, and the common people are starving. Thinking about this, she felt a wave of dizziness. I can't let that happen again. Servian shuddered. Adelon Albadot. Emotion, very worried about his daughter. Thoughts, her complexion doesn't look good. I'm so worried. Is she unwell? Servian looked at him. Father is worried about me. Is this real? The thought made her heart flutter. The food is delicious. Good. Then eat more. Yes, eat more, Damien added. Eat more. Servian said, puzzled. Grumble, grumble. But Her Majesty the Empress said, I should always watch my weight. As an imperial princess who can't even use magic, I should pay even more attention to my appearance. That's the only way I'll be useful. Servian was starving, her stomach rumbling incessantly. But since Father said she could eat, Servian held her cutlery, staring at the food in front of her. Just then, Adelon suddenly reached out and cast a spell on the plate. The plate immediately floated in the air. My meat, Servian cried out in surprise. She quickly covered her mouth. Oh dear, I was so surprised it just slipped out. How careless of me. What should I do? I'm cutting it for you. It's easier to eat this way, Adelon explained to her. Favorability plus 100. Favorability plus 100. Adelon Albadot's thoughts. She actually said my meat. There's a limit to how cute someone can be. How can she be this adorable? It's a good thing I didn't get scolded. Servian breathed a sigh of relief and picked up her fork to eat. It's so great being able to read people's minds. In my past life, I always had indigestion because of the stifling atmosphere at the dinner table. Today seems all right. Servian was eating when she felt a gaze upon her. This is so good. Adelon Albadot's thoughts. I feel like someone is watching me. So cute, too cute. Her little face is so chubby. Servian saw the status floating above Adelon's head. Big brother thinks I'm cute. He was so cold to me in my past life. His reaction now is so different from before. Adelon looked down at the table. Adelon Albadot's thoughts. Oh no, if I suddenly reach out, will I scare Servian? Servian took the pepper and handed it to him. Is this for me? Adelon asked in surprise. Servian nodded. Adelon accepted the pepper with a touched expression. Thank you. Favorability plus 100. Adelon Albadot's thoughts. How did she know I wanted the pepper? She actually spoke to me first and even took care of me. I have to record what happened today in my magic book. That's a bit much, isn't it? Servian thought to herself as she looked at him. Oh well, because I haven't eaten anything this delicious in so long. I lost all reason and ate a lot. Servian rubbed her round belly, thinking contentedly. Your Highness, you ate 2 large pieces of meat at dinner, Sarah said, bowing. Servian jolted. Sarah looked at her. Your Highness, haven't I told you many times? You must control your food intake from a young age, so you won't suffer later. Sarah placed her hand firmly on Servian's shoulder. But father said I could eat. Servian looked at Sarah with a troubled expression. His Majesty is very angry. He heard that you ate a lot without restraint, Sarah continued. Servian suddenly felt a chill down her spine. Was he testing me just now? In my past life, the Empress also ordered Sarah and the others to test me like this. The reason was that as royalty, I had to be vigilant at all times. If this dinner was also a test, she was terrified. Her body trembled uncontrollably. What should I do? I shouldn't have eaten just now. I should have politely refused. Sarah stood up. So, you'll be fasting tomorrow. Do you understand? Servian replied, looking down. Sarah turned and left. Sarah, Servian cried out, reaching out her hand. But I feel so unwell. Sarah turned around, frowning. You said you're unwell. Please don't leave me alone. Stay with me. Sarah's thoughts. Favorability minus 50. Sick children are so troublesome. I don't want to hear her crying. This is so annoying. Sarah bent down and said to her, then I'll wait outside. If you feel particularly unwell, call me. I think it's best if you rest on your own. Servian mumbled, her head down. Okay, how strange. Just a moment ago, I was so full and felt a little bit happy. Why does my heart ache so much now? She lay in bed and pulled the covers over herself. I want to be a child who isn't disliked. But even with this ability, it feels like I'm not making any progress. She closed her eyes. Can I change my future like this? That morning was different from usual. Sarah usually wakes me up early in the morning, but today, blinding sunlight streamed in through the window. Why is it so bright? Servian rubbed her eyes. Is she angry that I'm sick, so she didn't come wake me up? She glanced at her clothes. But how did my clothes get changed? The room was silent. What's going on? What is happening? Come to think of it, I actually slept in because I was sick. She picked up the bell on the table and rang it. A member of the royal family, who should be perfect, actually slept in. It seems that she is not only incompetent, but also lazy. The thought of the commoners saying these things made Servian's face darken. Everyone will definitely think I'm a useless princess. She closed her eyes tightly. No, Servian Albadot's thoughts. I told Sarah I was sick, but she told me to rest. Servian Albadot's thoughts. After waking up, I felt so guilty for sleeping in because I was sick. The unusual quietness of the room puzzled her. The door opened. Servian looked up. Ariel walked to the bedside. Your Highness, you're awake. Would you like to sleep a little longer? No, it's you. His Majesty will speak with you later, Ariel said with her eyes closed. Servian's face immediately turned pale. Father, is he coming to scold me about last night's dinner? Thump, thump, thump. A group of maids rushed in and knelt on the floor. We beg your Highness for forgiveness. Please, plead with His Majesty for us. We didn't do it on purpose. It's all that Sarah's fault. Servian stared at them in surprise. What's going on? Although she didn't know what they had done wrong, they were outwardly begging for her forgiveness. But inwardly, Servian saw the status bars floating above their heads and was terrified. Yatter's thoughts. Favorability minus 100. So annoying. It's not my fault she got sick. Jessie's thoughts. Favorability minus 100. It's so unlucky to run into something like this. Servian lowered her head, her body trembling uncontrollably. So vicious. You may leave. It's time for Her Highness to take her medicine, Ariel said, walking towards the maids. Ariel's thoughts, feeling distressed. Her Highness is still sick. What are they doing? Servian looked at Ariel, choking back tears. Ariel, I can't cry. I can't cry. It must be because of the synchronization that I keep wanting to cry. At that moment, Adelon Albadot walked in. What are you all doing? Your Majesty. They all stood up in unison. I asked what you're all doing here. Adelon Albadot continued. Father really came. Servian looked up at him. I clearly ordered you to be confined and reflect, Adelon. Albadot said coldly, glaring at the maids. Vuve. Servian was stunned, confined, and reflect. My daughter is still sick. You all came here to disturb her. Adelon Albadat looked at them with a grim expression. We servants deserve to die, the maids said, lowering their heads. Seize them immediately. Servian looked at the status floating above Adelon Albadat's head. Adelon Albadat's thoughts, feeling furious. When a child is sick, they should be thinking about caring for her, not just pleading for their own forgiveness. These despicable people. Adelon Albadat's thoughts. Such a small child having to endure illness alone. How painful it must be. Seeing this scene, Servian's tears finally overflowed and streamed down her face. Father, for my sake. Adelon Albadat glared coldly at the kneeling maids. The guards immediately dragged them out. Take them to the imperial prison. Your Majesty, spare us. It was you who kept begging for mercy. We're innocent. Adelon Albadat walked over to Servian. His tone softened considerably. Don't worry. I'll send new maids to take care of you. Servian covered her mouth. Though she wasn't sure what was going on, she had to stop him, even if it meant replacing all the maids. Adil, she cried out urgently. No, you can't. Servian and Adelon Albadat looked at her in confusion. Servian quickly got out of bed and ran to Ariel, grabbing her skirt. Adil, no. Servian, these maids must be investigated first, Adelon Albadat explained. Servian's face darkened. What do I do? If this happens, I'll be separated from Ariel. Your Majesty. Ariel turned and cried out. Only Ariel cares about me. I need to try and explain things to Father properly. Ariel is very good to me, right? Servian clung tightly to Ariel's skirt, refusing to let go. No. She burst into tears. No, Ariel can't go. Ariel is always so good to me. She's not like the other maids. I wanted to explain it to him properly like this, but I can't say it. It's all because of this regression. I have an adult mind, but a child's body. I can't cry anymore, or they'll hate me. No adult likes a crybaby. I need to stop. Adelon Albadat walked over to her and gently patted her head. All right, Servian. Adelon Albadat turned to Ariel. Your name is Ariel, correct? You will be my daughter's chief maid. Ariel looked at him in surprise. Ah, but your Majesty, I'm not qualified. Adelon Albadat thought. Even her crying is so cute. Could she be the reincarnation of a clever sprite? In any case, Servian must have her reasons for clinging to this maid called Ariel. I said you are, Adelon Albadat said, his arms crossed. Yes, your Majesty. Adil. Servian cried out to Ariel. Ariel breathed a sigh of relief. Thank you, your Highness. Are you feeling better? You still seem to have a fever. She gently patted Servian's back. Servian looked at Adelon Albadat. Father actually listened to me and decided not to punish Ariel. I won't forget Father's warm touch. He came here to punish the maids who treated me carelessly, right? It's so strange. They're the ones who should be in trouble, but I feel so happy. One day, Servian sat at the dining table, nervously looking at the delicious food. Adelon Albadat looked at her with concern and asked, Are you feeling all right now? Even though I know Father doesn't dislike me anymore, I'm still nervous. Servian lowered her head. Yes, your Majesty. But why did he suddenly call me out here? She looked up and snuck a glance at Adelon Albadat. Adelon Albadat, affection plus 100, feeling disappointed because of his daughter. Why? Why is he disappointed? Servian sat up straight. Did I do something wrong? I don't know why he's disappointed. Her fingers fidgeted. But since his affection is increasing, there shouldn't be a big problem, right? I need to behave even better from now on. She swallowed. Last time, Father only cared about me because I was sick. If I make a mistake, Father might hate me again, like in my past life. Adelon Albadat glanced at Servian and asked with a puzzled expression, Why aren't you eating? Servian looked up, her eyes wide. She looked down at the delicious food on the table. It must be delicious. It must be so sweet. It must melt in my mouth. It should be okay to just eat one, right? Just one. Servian Albadat was cautious, afraid of making a mistake while dining with Adelon Albadat again. Adelon Albadat thought, she does seem a bit thin. Or is it because she's so cute that she looks even smaller? Seeing the status floating above Adelon Albadat's head, Servian thought, Father says I'm thin. She looked down at the delicious cake on the table and swallowed. Then I should be able to eat it, right? Sarah never allowed me to eat sweets. The first time I tasted sweets was at the debutante ball when I was 14. But even then, I was told to pay attention to my appearance and was monitored even more strictly afterward. I never had sweets again. If you don't like this, I'll have them bring other desserts, Adelon Albadat said, seeing that she hadn't eaten anything for a while. Servian quickly shook her head. What did I just do? I was staring at the sweets, thinking about them like I did in my past life, completely absent-minded. I accidentally made a mistake. Adelon Albadot's affection increased, surprised by his daughter's candid side. He thought, even her replies are so cute. She truly is my daughter. Adelon Albadot's affection level soared. Seeing this, Servian breathed a sigh of relief. It seems like it's okay. Will you tell anyone? Tell anyone what? That you ate some sweets. Adelon Albadot looked at her with a puzzled expression. Why, yes. Seeing her withdrawn posture, Adelon Albadot thought, so cute. It seems she's embarrassed to eat in front of others. Don't worry, eat. I won't tell anyone. Hearing his words, Servian felt relieved. He pushed the sweets towards Servian. Here, eat them. Servian carefully took a piece. Then I'll just have one. She took a bite. So sweet. It's so delicious. Seeing her happy expression, Adelon Albadot's affection skyrocketed. Servian glanced at the plate in front of her. When did I eat so much? This is so embarrassing. I actually ate so many macarons. Adelon Albadot reached out and cast a small ice spell on the cake. Try this one too. Servian looked at the cake happily. So pretty. They say this cake is even more delicious chilled. Father actually used magic to chill the cake for me. Eat it quickly. It'll melt soon, Adelon Albadot said, looking at her with satisfaction. Adelon Albadot thought, she likes it so much. It seems Hertz was right. The way she eats is also adorable. Servian took a bite with her fork. Do you like the dessert? Servian smiled and hummed in agreement. I wish I could eat this every day. One day. How about this blue ribbon today? Okay. Servian sat in front of the vanity. This color should match your highness's dress, Ariel said to her. All right. Ariel gently combed Servian's hair. I feel so relieved that Ariel is taking care of me instead of Sarah. Ever since Sarah was dismissed and Ariel became the chief maid, she hasn't been as stern as before and smiles at me often. Noticing Servian's gaze, Ariel asked, Your Highness, why are you looking at me like that? I like it when Ariel smiles a lot. Hearing these words, Ariel's heart warmed. Your Highness, I wasn't able to take good care of you before. I will definitely do better from now on. It's okay, Servian giggled. Then she turned her head thoughtfully. Come to think of it, I remember Ariel has a sick younger sister. Her sister has. What was it again? Oh right, the yellow fever. Your Highness, we should go, Ariel said. Okay. Servian walked down the hallway thinking, I'm going to see the Empress today, even though I'm familiar with this palace. I'm still a little nervous for some reason. The Empress was the only person who was kind to me in my past life. She always listened to me kindly, although I'm a little worried because I overate yesterday. Empress, Her Imperial Highness, Princess Servian, has arrived. Let her in. How did Servian get in? To the Sayabel Albadot aircraft carrier. Greetings, Your Majesty. Seeing him after so long, I seem even more flustered. Sayabel Albadot, Professional Empress, Episode 50. Affection minus 8,870. Feeling extremely angry. Thoughts, this thorn in my side. His face is as disgusting as ever today. Servian, seeing the status bar above Sayabel Albadot's head. Her expression changed drastically. Sayabel Albadot looked at Servian with a smile. You've come, Servian. Princess Servian sat opposite him, occasionally stealing glances at him. He said with a smile, You look beautiful today, too. Thank you. Servian was terrified. Your Majesty. His gentle smile and kind tone. Everything was exactly the same as before, but the affection level is negative. Sayabel Albadot's thoughts. That damn girl. She looks just like her. It's infuriating. She's even wearing a blue hair ornament. I heard that something unpleasant happened at the Imperial Princess's palace recently. Sayabel Albadot placed a hand on her cheek, looking at Servian with concern. His inner thoughts are so different from his outward appearance. How can this be? Servian lowered her head. Why, yes, that incident was my fault. Sayabel Albadot said apologetically, I really trusted Sarah. I didn't realize she was so negligent behind my back. It's all my fault for not supervising her properly. This is so scary. Princess, can you forgive me? Seeing his expression, Servian squeezed her eyes shut in fear. It's okay. This is strange. Sayabel Albadot said dismissively. Servian felt dizzy. The Empress, whom I trusted and followed before. Her inner thoughts are like this. I don't want to know this. By the way, Princess, you met with His Majesty yesterday, right? Where did you go? Sayabel Albadot asked curiously. We went to His Majesty's garden. Servian looked up and glanced at the status floating above his head. Sayabel Albadot's thoughts. He actually went there. Affection minus 100. Is it His Majesty's private garden? Sayabel Albadot stood up and walked towards her, asking. Yes, she said stiffly. You must have been terrified. Sayabel Albadot feigned concern. She lowered her head. Yes. Actually, I wasn't scared. I was happy, but I don't think I can say that. Servian Albadot went to see Empress Sayabel Albadot. Seeing the status bar floating above his head, she was terrified. Sayabel Albadot was very pleased with Servian's fear. It's normal to be afraid of His Majesty. He is the pillar of the empire. He must always maintain a stern demeanor to govern the people. He reached out and stroked Servian's cheek. But even if you can't act spoiled with His Majesty, you can always act spoiled with me. Understand? Thank you. Seeing Servian's obedient demeanor, Sayabel Albadot praised her. What good girl. This is so suffocating. I want to leave. Servian thought to herself. Speaking of which, in a few months, it will be time for the princess to drink Harmel tea. Just as Sayabel Albadot finished speaking, Ariel's voice rang out from the doorway. Your Majesty, His Imperial Highness, Crown Prince Damien requests an audience. Oh my, quickly invite him in. Sayabel Albadot looked towards the door and said hurriedly, Mother. Damien Albadot entered. Sayabel Albadot hurried over. Crown Prince, why didn't you tell me you were coming? Servian took 2 steps forward. She hesitated, thinking, brother, this is the first time I've seen him since that dinner. I should be able to greet him, right? Damien Albadot looked at Sayabel Albadot. I came to pay my respects. I didn't know you had a guest. The princess is just about to leave. Sayabel Albadot quickly explained. Servian's body trembled involuntarily. Sayabel Albadot turned to look at Servian. Isn't that right, princess? Igriagayis. Servian lowered her head in fear. Damien Albadot asked indifferently, is that so? Then we'll see each other next time. Princess. Princess. Sayabel Albadot looked at Servian with a smile. All right. With that, Servian left. Just like in my past life, the rainy season is cold. During that dinner, I thought he was different from my past life. It seems I was mistaken. My older brother, the Crown Prince, is called a genius and has always been highly anticipated. Someone like me must be beneath his notice. Oh dear, princess, what's wrong? Ariel, seeing Servian's pale face, was worried. You seem to have been lacking energy lately. I specially prepared a cake for you. Don't you like it? Servian looked glumly at the cake in front of her, holding her fork without taking a bite. But I can't eat too much. What are you talking about? I made this especially for you. Of course you should eat more. Ariel said, puzzled. Specially prepared for me. Servian thought to herself. Have you forgotten what Sarah told you before, Ariel? Ariel seemed to guess why Servian wasn't eating the cake. She said, to become a perfect member of the royal family, one must learn restraint. You have to control your food intake from a young age. If you can't even control your appetite, how can you be worthy of being royalty? Servian burst into tears. I'm sorry. Ariel's expression softened. Princess, Servian said through her tears, at dinner before and in the garden that I ate a lot. I was wrong. Did I get too relaxed? I ate so many of those special treats that the ones we only have on special occasions. I'll be disliked. Ariel Hoged Serfian. Princess, you did nothing wrong. Ariel's thoughts. Poor princess. Children should eat plenty. Ariel placed her hand on Servian's and said gently, so from now on, whether it's a meal or a snack, you should eat well, especially anything His Majesty gives you. Really? Servian looked up at Ariel. Of course, Ariel affirmed. Servian was deeply moved. I understand. I'll eat well from now on. Really? Oh, you're such a good girl. Seeing her obedient manner, Ariel immediately picked her up, held tightly in Ariel's embrace. Servian whispered, I can't breathe. Servian Albadot, 5 years old. Body and soul synchronization in progress. 3%. Actions will follow the body. It went up from 1% to 3%, but that's still too slow. When will my actions follow my soul instead of my body? Servian looked down at her hands, clenching them into fists. She glanced at the status bar. That red diamond-shaped decoration. I feel like I've seen that symbol somewhere before. All right, princess, let's eat some cake. Ariel said with a smile. Okay. Servian turned and ate her cake contentedly. It must be my imagination. Over the next few days, I ate and slept well in the imperial princess's palace. Even though I can eat freely now, I still hesitate. Speaking of which, Ariel. Servian ran over to Ariel. Ariel turned and asked gently, Yes, princess. Do you want a snack? Or are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. Servian shook her head. She really has been trying to feed me every chance she gets lately. Can I go out today? If you're busy, I can go out later. Your Highness. Ariel turned and looked at her. Of course you can go out. Really? He looked at Ariel with delight. This is your palace. You could do whatever you want. Ariel crouched in front of him and said, This. Servian feels like something has changed. Did you think you couldn't go out before? Is that why you stayed in the palace all day? Ariel looked at him questioningly. Ariel thought, this is my fault. I should have told him sooner. I'm sorry. Ariel reached out and touched Servian's cheek. It's okay. I'm happy to have Ariel with me. Servian said with a smile. Your Highness, really? Seeing Servian's cuteness, Ariel was even happier. So where do you want to go today? Well, Servian thought to herself. One of the reasons I'm apprehensive about eating is because something happened during this time that I can't forget. It was called the Imperial Princess's food waste incident. In my past life, a carriage passing through the slums overturned, breaking the garbage bags inside. And the garbage bags weren't filled with just anything. They were filled with high-quality food that looked completely untouched. People were shocked. Strange rumors quickly spread. Perfectly good food, just thrown away. I heard that the food waste came from the palace. I heard it wasn't the first time either. I saw it too. That time, all the discarded food was perfectly good. It all came from the Imperial Princess's palace. In my past life, because the food waste was dumped in the slums, people discovered the untouched food. Rumors quickly spread, and people said the garbage was thrown out from Servian Albadot's palace. Although Servian Albadot was very young when it happened and didn't remember it clearly, there's one thing I remember vividly. At that time, Adelan Albadot came to see Servian Albadot. Servian, doesn't the food in the palace suit your taste? The food isn't good. Servian Albadot said fearfully. Even though my father had an icy gaze, I was terrified at the time. I gave a confused and contradictory answer, because at that time, I'd only eaten the awful food Sarah gave me. I still can't forget the disappointed look on my father's face after hearing my answer. Servian Albadot hid in the hallway, recalling what happened in her past life, muttering, I always thought it was my fault. Your Highness, what did you just say? Ariel hadn't heard clearly, so she asked. Servian Albadot turned to look at her. Nothing. Ariel looked at Servian Albadot with a puzzled expression. She walked up to Servian Albadot, bent down, and asked, do your legs hurt? Servian Albadot quickly shook her head. No, they don't. I thought the negative rumors about me in the past were all caused by mistakes I made when I was young, so I took all the blame. Ariel looked at her and said, if you're tired, please tell me any time. Okay. Servian Albadot looked up and hummed in agreement. But it wasn't my fault. Oh my, Your Highness, isn't that the way to the courtyard? Ariel asked in confusion. I know. I'm going to the kitchen. Servian Albadot glanced at her and continued walking forward. Ariel watched her stretch out her arms and run, and couldn't help but think, so cute. Catching up, she asked, wait, you're going to the kitchen. Are you hungry? I'll get you some snacks. I'm not hungry. I want to take a look. Servian Albadot turned and looked at her with a puzzled expression. Why is Ariel so flustered? Ariel thought, the princess will be sad if she sees this. What should I do? The funds haven't arrived yet. Ariel said awkwardly, there's probably nothing much to see there. Do you mind? I don't mind. Servian Albadot thought with confusion. The funds haven't arrived. She looked at the empty kitchen. Where is everyone? Ariel said awkwardly. Did you all finish your work in the morning? Servian Albadot looked around the kitchen. It should be almost dinner time, but the head chef isn't here. Although the kitchen is very clean, there are almost no ingredients. There shouldn't be much food waste in a place like this. Why would people say the garbage came from the Imperial Princess's palace? No, how could they be sure it was thrown out from the Imperial Princess's palace? It definitely wasn't the people in the carriage who told them. Then how did they know? Ariel suggested, Your Highness, would you like a snack? I see you seem interested in the kitchen. Why don't you eat here before you leave? Okay, Servian Albadot said with a grin. Have a few snacks first. I'll prepare chicken soup for your dinner. Ariel explained, the meals haven't been very good lately. Fortunately, we'll be receiving ingredients this time. Servian Albadot ate the food on the table and thought, the meals haven't been good. I don't think so at all. Compared to when Sarah was here, the food is much better. Oh my, slow down. Seeing her eat so happily, Ariel couldn't help but ask, "Do you like it?" It's delicious. Servian Albadot looked up and saw the status above Ariel's head. Ariel thought, good thing she likes the snack. I hope my sister gets better soon. Why won't her fever go down? Ah, so Ariel's sister has a fever this time as well. Servian Albadot closed her eyes and then opened them wide. Thinking about Ariel's sister's illness and the food waste incident, I can definitely change things this time. I can do it. I'll take care of Ariel's sister's fever tonight. Servian Albadot looked around. I hope there's... When she saw a light coming from a door not far away, she walked in and gasped at the beautiful sea of flowers. Wow, it's so beautiful. It's like another world just through a single door. Who are you? A blond little boy saw Servian Albadot and asked, Who are you? He looks about the same age as me. Servian Albadot looked the boy up and down. Platinum blonde hair, silver eyes. She shivered. Could it be Harmon, the master of the magic tower? Although he was born in the slums, he had outstanding spiritual power, affinity, and magical ability. Therefore, he was taken as an apprentice by the master of the magic tower and later became the new master. Perhaps because of his background in my past life, Harmon said coldly to Servian Albadot, "Please move." Servian Albadot flinched and immediately moved aside. He particularly despised me. You Ivovich. The execution will now commence. Servian Albadot looked up at Harmon from the execution platform. Until the last moment of my life. Who are you? Harmon asked again. Servian Albadot finally came back to her senses. He walked up to Servian Albadot and continued to ask, "This is my secret base. Who are you?" I have to go back. Servian Albadot looked up at him. Oh, Harmon Kasrov. Occupation, apprentice of the master of the magic tower, level 80. Favorability, 80,984. Emotion, very excited. Harmon status bar. Thoughts, who is she? Is she an angel? So cute. Am I hallucinating? How could this be? He's agitated, not angry. Servian Albadot stared at his status bar in surprise. What's going on? Can't you speak? Kalman asked, puzzled. I am Servian. Servian Albadot, she said cautiously. Servian. Kalman looked at her, confused. He hurriedly said, "It's nothing. It's Servian." Servian. Servian. Kalman repeated. Servian Albadot gave a delighted hum of agreement. That's right. Kalman's status bar kept displaying. Favorability plus 100. So cute. Who is she? Is she a mage? While Servian Albadot was helping Ariel's sister look for the apothecary, she happened to see an open door. After entering, she ran into the Modal Lord, Kalman. Kalman turned around, took off his robe, and placed it on the ground. He said to Servian Albadot, "Sit." He suddenly told me to sit on his robe. Servian Albadot tilted her head. I heard mages consider their robes their pride. Sithia, Sia. Vian Albadot looked at his status bar, which kept displaying favorability plus 100. So she asked Kalman. Kalman scratched his head. Yes, since my favorability is increasing, then I guess it's okay to sit. However, Servian Albadot looked at him cautiously. I thought he just threw it down. I didn't expect it to be spread out so neatly. Kalman's thoughts. She doesn't even hesitate. This spot has the best view. Should I get her a softer cushion? Kalman fidgeted nervously. Seeing this, Servian Albadot thought to herself, his thoughts are getting stranger and stranger. I'd better sit down. Kalman froze when he saw Servian Albadot sitting on his robe. The view really is better from here. Servian Albadot looked up and took in the surrounding scenery. By the way, speaking of which, if it's Kalman, he'll definitely know where the Modal Lord's courtyard is. He doesn't seem to dislike me yet. If I ask him, he might tell me. Hearing Servian Albadot's words, Kalman's expression shifted. See what? He coughed twice. Do you want to come again later? All right, then I'll grant you special permission to come to my secret base. Before Servian Albadot could finish speaking, he continued, "This is my special permission." Got it. Kalman's thoughts. So pretty. How could she be so cute? I hope she comes again. Servian Albadot said awkwardly to thank you. Kalman suddenly moved closer to Servian Albadot and looked down at her. But what kind of magic are you learning? Are you a noble? He then sat down next to Servian Albadot. No, seems like you're not a mage. Servian Albadot hummed in agreement. But why didn't you ask my name? Kalman asked, puzzled. It seems you're not curious. Servian Albadot asked awkwardly, what's your name? I already know his name. Platinum hair, brighter than the snowy plains, the youngest Modal Lord, famous for being taciturn and aloof. Kalman turned to Servian Albadot and said, you can call me Kalman. He was so different before. Little one, you should go back. It's late. You shouldn't be wandering around alone. Hearing his words, Servian Albadot said softly, aren't you alone too? I can, of course. I'm so much taller than you. Kalman stood up, a faint blush creeping onto his cheeks. Servian Albadot looked at him, exasperated. Is he really the Kalman I know? What are you doing? Come on. Kalman glanced back at Servian Albadot. He said, come to think of it, her name seems a little different too. Kalman Kaserov. Back then, he was a commoner and didn't have a last name. Servian Albadot lowered her head. Dying must be blissful. Seeing that Servian Albadot hadn't moved, Kalman thought, was my tone too harsh? But why are you out alone so late? I'm looking for something, Servian Albadot said, looking up. Looking for what? Tell me. It might be troublesome, but I can help you look. Kalman asked, puzzled. I'm looking for something that looks like this. Servian Albadot drew on the ground. All right. Kalman looked down. Kalman's thoughts? What is this? An earthworm, but she said it was a flower. Servian Albadot looked at his status bar, shocked. Like this, Servian Albadot gestured with her hands. Small and yellow. Oh no. Kalman clutched his chest, his heart pounding. So cute. Its name is Casa, Servian Albadot said after thinking for a moment. Small and yellow Casa. Kalman repeated. Casa, I think I've seen it in the old man's courtyard. How much do you need? Servian Albadot held out her hand. This much. If you only need this much, there's some nearby. Kalman turned to look, seeing his status bar constantly displaying favorability plus 100. Is this for real? It's too dangerous for you to look alone, Kalman said, turning to Servian Albadot. Then I'll just have to help you. Servian Albadot was stunned. At times like this, I feel like my past life was a dream. People's actions, words, and thoughts are so gentle and sweet, so different from my memories. People's actions, words, and thoughts are so gentle and sweet, so different from my memories. Servian Albadot followed Kalman. Try this one, Kalman asked, pointing to a flower on the ground. That's right, it's Casa. Servian Albadot crouched down to look at the flower. Kalman, you're amazing. It's nothing, Kalman said, turning his head shyly. Are you going to pull it out by the roots? Are you going to be able to finish tonight? Let me do it. Seeing Kalman picking the Casa, Servian Albadot apologized. Thank you for helping me. Favorability plus 100. It's really troublesome. I'm doing this especially for you, Kalman said, turning his head. Kalman's thoughts. Her hands are so small. How can I let her do this? I'll do it. Seeing Kalman muttering to himself while picking Casa, Servian Albadot gave a cheerful hum of agreement. But why do you need the whole plant? Are you going to grow them? Kalman looked up at Servian Albadot, puzzled. No, it's to eat, Servian Albadot explained. Is it? Kalman was confused. This can be used as medicine. Servian Albadot looked down at the Casa. Casa can be used as medicine. Are you mistaken? Kalman pondered for a moment. Well, this flower does have fever-reducing properties. That's right. Kalman seemed worried. Servian Albadot looked down and thought. But as far as I know, this flower's medicinal properties are very weak. What if she accidentally eats too much and gets sick? Servian Albadot glanced at him, thinking, I can see everything you're thinking. Kalman looked at the Casa. Can I give it to her? Maybe not. Casa's medicinal effect is quite strong. Kalman was worried that Servian Albadot would get sick. Should I give it to her or not? Seeing his expression, Servian thought, I'm just a child, saying I want to eat this without thinking. He must be worried about me. So Kalman is kind. Like Kalman, most people believe Casa had only a negligible fever-reducing effect. Its true properties were discovered much later. Ariel was crying in my past life, saying my younger sister probably had a fever back then too. I can't forget the day Casa's true effect was discovered. If I had known sooner, I could have saved my sister. I remember Ariel sighing. Ariel's sister had a mild fever that was going around among the children. Although the Casa flower has a negligible fever-reducing effect on adults, it's incredibly effective against childhood fevers. I couldn't save Ariel's sister in my past life, but now I can change that. Kalman handed the Casa to Servian. Here you go. Thank you so much. After taking it, Servian looked down at the Casa in her hand. Seeing this, Kalman thought in surprise, oh my, she's so beautiful. Her clothes are dirty. I should have wrapped it in my robe. Why didn't I think of that sooner? He ruffled his hair in frustration. Can we go now? Kalman asked. Servian hummed in agreement. By the way, why don't you attend magic class? Kalman stopped and looked back at Servian, asking. The scent of mana around you is so strong. The scent of mana. Servian looked at him, puzzled. Kalman crossed his arms. Yes, very strong. It means you have a high affinity for magic. Didn't you know? That's impossible, Servian said, looking incredulous. Despite being royalty, I had absolutely no magical ability in my past life. Maybe that's why magic has always been a distant field for me. Can I really learn magic? Are you serious? Servian asked uncertainly. Of course, I'm serious. There's no reason for me to lie to you. Kalman was momentarily taken aback. Really? Servian asked again. Yes, really, Kalman affirmed. Thump, 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 thump. Servian's heart pounded with excitement. I thought that was an ability I could never have. Calm down, Servian. Now's not the time to get your hopes up about something uncertain. Let's deal with the matter at hand first. Although I found the fever remedy, I still have the trash incident to solve. What if? Servian looked at him and said, what if? Kalman looked at her questioningly. She continued, if I wanted to see the palace trash being taken out, where should I go? Kalman looked at her, puzzled, and hummed. Maybe Kalman would know. Well, the trash would be collected in one place before being taken out, right? Kalman said, touching his hair. It would probably go through the south gate, the closest one to the Li Ping encampment, collected in one place. Servian asked. Kalman put his hand on his chin. Yes, I saw it when I lived near there. His expression suddenly changed. Now he knows I went to the slums. Will he hate me? Kalman, you're so amazing. You know everything. Servian looked at him with delight. Seeing this, Kalman blushed shyly. Favorability continues to increase. Well, I'm pretty amazing. The guard will be patrolling soon. We have to hurry. You have to keep this a secret for me. Okay, do you understand? Servian looked at Kalman. I'll keep it a secret if you promise me one thing, Kalman said, looking at her. She asked, puzzled. What is it? Promise me you'll study magic. Servian looked at the status above Kalman's head. Kalman Kasselov. If I do that, I can see him again, right? Servian thought to herself, looking down. Can I learn? I didn't learn magic in my past life because I had no talent for it. But since Kalman said so, maybe I really can. She said dejectedly, looking down. What if I can't learn it well? You can definitely learn it well. You have to promise me you'll at least try. Kalman looked at her and said, can you do that? Servian looked up and nodded happily. I'll definitely try. I promise. She held out her hand to make a pinky promise. Okay, pinky promise. Kalman extended his hand as well. They made a pinky promise. Servian said, this is a promise just between us. Your Highness, where are you? Servian looked over at the sound. Oh, it's Ariel. I have to go now. Really? Kalman looked at Servian reluctantly. You can come to my secret base anytime. You have special permission. Kalman Kasselov's thoughts? I hope I can see her again. Servian looked at the status bar and said with a smile, okay. Kalman will become even greater in the future. It's amazing that someone like him wants to see me again, even though he probably won't care about someone like me in the future. But the name Kasselov seems familiar. Where have I heard it before? Ariel found Servian and called out anxiously, Your Imperial Highness. Servian held out her hands and walked towards her. Ariel, it's so late. Where have you been? Ariel asked with concern. Ariel, this. Ariel saw Servian holding the flower covered in dirt, and her expression changed drastically. Oh my goodness, what happened to you? She crouched down in front of Servian and looked at her with concern. Are you all right, Your Highness? You should have told me before you went out. After confirming she was okay, Ariel stood up and said seriously, especially at night. Servian looked down, not knowing what to do. What do I do? I made Ariel angry. I should have told her before I left. She tightly clutched the casa in her hand, but I was so worried. What's wrong with me? Ariel, I'm sorry. Servian started to cry. Your Highness. Ariel's tone softened considerably. Ariel's thoughts. I should have spoken to her more gently. I was too worried and scare Her Highness. Servian opened her eyes and glanced at the status above Ariel's head. Ariel. Ariel's thoughts. Ever since Sarah was around, I haven't been very kind to Her Highness. That's why she's even more afraid. But if I hadn't acted that way back then, I wouldn't have been able to stay by her side. After all, even showing the slightest affection for Her Highness would have resulted in imprisonment. Seeing this, Servian thought to herself, so that's why Ariel was deliberately cold to me when Sarah was around. Servian Albadot only realized after seeing the status bar above Ariel's head that Ariel had been cold to her because of Sarah's presence and her desire to stay by Servian's side. Servian Albadot handed the casa in her hand to Ariel. Ariel, this. I wanted to give you this. Something deep inside her churned, and she said with a choked voice, I won't do it again. I'm sorry, because of my past life. Ariel stayed by my side for a long time. Is this flower for me? Ariel asked, looking at the yellow flower. Servian Albadot hummed in agreement. Ariel was deeply moved. Your Highness, you can come out any time for me, but you must promise me that you'll tell me before you go out next time. Can you do that? Servian Albadot nodded and said yes. I promise. Okay, thank you. I'm happy you gave me the flower. Ariel said with a smile. Really? This. Servian Albadot looked up at her. This is medicine. Medicine? What? You said this is medicine. Ariel looked at her, puzzled. Didn't you say your sister is sick? Servian Albadot said softly. When I went to see His Majesty, I heard that this medicine is very effective against fevers. You must give it to your sister as medicine. Here's the medicine. Ariel stared at the cucumber in her hand, surprised. I only mentioned it casually. I can't believe your highness remembered. She looked at Servian with a touched expression. Your highness, Albadot is so worried about you. Even just for your sincerity, I will definitely deliver this to my sister. Servian Albadot chuckled and hummed in agreement. Not long after that day, Ariel, having delivered the Casa flower home, received good news. Ariel rushed to Servian Albadot's room, excitedly exclaiming, Your Highness, my sister's fever has gone down. Really? That's wonderful. Servian Albadot turned to look at her. It's all thanks to the medicine you gave me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ariel cried tears of joy. With this, Ariel could finally breathe a sigh of relief. But she must miss her sister terribly. Shouldn't she go back to see her? Ariel looked at the clear sky. Where would you like to run today, Your Highness? Over there. Servian Albadot pointed into the distance and walked off. Ariel followed behind her. Please let me know if you get tired, Your Highness. Servian Albadot, hugging her toy rabbit, was full of energy. I'm not tired. What I need to solve urgently is the food waste incident. I have to figure it out before it happens. According to Kalman, I should be able to find clues related to the waste incident at the South Gate. She observed the people coming and going in the distance. There are so many people here. She crouched behind a stone pillar, peeking out. I don't want to attract attention. Your Majesty, isn't this the way to the South Gate? Yatter followed behind Adrian Albadot. Adrian Albadot remained silent. Yatter continued, It's rare for you to come out for a stroll, Your Majesty. You've walked quite far. There shouldn't be anything to see here. Haha, you wouldn't have come here just because the street report said that Her Highness was taking a walk here, would you? Adrian Albadot stopped. He turned and glared at him. You're quite talkative today. Is there a problem? Seeing his displeasure, Yatter broke out in a cold sweat on his forehead. He took out a handkerchief and wiped it. Of course not, Your Majesty. I was being presumptuous. Adrian Albadot turned his head and continued walking. Yatter timidly followed behind him. Just then, Adrian Albadot and Servian Albadot made eye contact. Servian Albadot was startled to see him. Why is father here? Ariel followed Servian Albadot and bowed to Adrian Albadot. Your Majesty. Adrian Albadot grunted and glanced at Yatter. The report was correct. It's a good thing I came. Yatter scratched his head. My, what a coincidence. Your Majesty, with your busy schedule, you really just happened to be strolling here. Adrian Albadot nodded in satisfaction. Yes, indeed, by chance. Servian Albadot looked up at the status bar above Adrian Albadot's head. Adrian Albadot, affection plus 100. Thoughts. She looks lovely today as well, but her clothes seem old. Servian Albadot clutched her skirt. Of all times to run into father while wearing old clothes. I only have a few outfits, so I have to rotate them. Most of my clothes are old, but I wish I had worn my cleanest outfit today. Of all times, Adrian Albadot walked up to her and leaned down to look at her. Are your legs hurting? And no, Servian Albadot quickly replied. Then what's wrong? Seeing Servian Albadot stammering, Ariel stepped forward. It seems there are too many people here. Her Highness is a little shy. Adrian Albadot's thoughts. Is she intimidated by me? I'm not intimidated, but I don't know how to explain. Servian Albadot thought to herself. Adrian Albadot's thoughts. Is she still shy? There's nothing I can do then. As much as I hate to, I should leave quickly. At this rate, father will turn away from me again. Servian Albadot opened her mouth slightly. We'll be like we were in my past life. I don't want that. It'll be okay. Wasn't it okay last time? Be brave and hold on to father. This is the low-ranking bureaucrat's office. It's where the first-level bureaucrats of each department make announcements. Wow. Servian Albadot looked at the palace before her. The empire has a total of 12 departments. The largest of these is the Magic Town Management Department. Magic Town is. Hex was surprised to see Adrian Albadot talking so much. Hex's thoughts. Isn't Her Highness still young? Why tell her about these boring things? Therefore, now that the continent is trending towards peace, it's especially important to maintain a balance in diplomatic relations. Adrian Albadot stood with his arms crossed, speaking engagingly. Do you understand? Yes, but I didn't understand most of it. Servian Albadot looked at him awkwardly. Because I didn't learn imperial studies in my past life either. I see. At least answer properly. Hearing her words, Adrian Albadot looked pleased. Hex looked at him helplessly. Your Majesty, Her Highness hasn't formally begun her education yet. Thank you, Hex. Servian Albadot looked towards the distance. Over there, nay. The sound of a horse came from inside a carriage shed. That's the carriage shed I'm looking for, she called out, pointing. Huh, Servian. Adrian Albadot looked at her quizzically. Servian Albadot pointed at the shed. Do you want to see it? No matter what, I have to go over there. Hex and Adrian Albadot looked at her, puzzled. She said, do you want to see it? Servian Albadot looked at them expectantly. Well, she's still young. She might be curious about horses. Let's go have a look. Adrian Albadot's affection continued to increase. You're right, Your Majesty. Hex agreed. Servian Albadot's thoughts. Adrian Albadot's thoughts. Is she still shy? There's nothing I can do then. As much as I hate to, I should leave quickly. At this rate, father will turn away from me again. Servian Albadot opened her mouth slightly. We'll be like we were in my past life. I don't want that. It'll be okay. Wasn't it okay last time? Be brave and hold on to father. She reached out, and grabbed the hem of Adrian Albadot's robe. Servian. Adrian Albadot looked back at her. Let's go together. Servian Albadot looked up at Adrian Albadot. The scene changed. Servian Albadot sat on a rug, eating snacks. I only held on to father for a moment. Eat more. Is there anything else you'd like to eat? Adrian Albadot looked at Servian Albadot's adorable appearance with satisfaction. I didn't expect things to turn out like this. Servian Albadot thought awkwardly. I'm eating. It's fine. No, I'll have them bring you something else. Hearing his words, Servian Albadot was speechless. How can father hide his true feelings so well? Just now, too. He said there was nothing he could do, but since Servian isn't shy around me, he would stay with her. I think I saw father smile briefly, though it quickly disappeared. Adrian Albadot handed Servian Albadot a plate of macarons. Here, Servian, eat. He's so hard to read. Servian Albadot took the plate. Thank you. Servian Albadot and Adrian Albadot had a chance encounter. Adrian Albadot prepared many delicious foods for her. Servian Albadot noticed Ariel, keeping her head down. Home Ariel. Ariel's thoughts. Can I take Her Highness's leftover macarons? If I keep them properly, they should last me a long time as snacks. He's been worried about this lately. Should I talk to father when we leave? Servian Albadot lowered her head in thought. Servian Adrian Albadot called softly. Servian Albadot looked up in surprise. Why are you taking a walk here of all places? He asked, puzzled. Oh, well, I was just curious. Servian Albadot said, her eyes darting around. I can't tell him I know what's about to happen in Morley, or that I know what others are thinking. Adrian Albadot placed his hand on his chin. Is this your first time here? Yes, it's my first time, Servian Albadot replied obediently. Come on, I'll show you around, Adrian Albadot offered. Servian Albadot thought, great, this might be better than wandering around by myself. She looked around curiously. They must be talking about the carriage shed. I overheard the maids mentioning it yesterday, and that shed is near the south gate. Good thing I know this area somewhat. The shed should be behind the low-ranking officials' quarters. Adrian Albadot looked down at Servian Albadot with concern. Do your legs hurt? Servian Albadot shook her head. They don't hurt. That's so cute. Adrian Albadot closed his eyes. Is that so? Come on then, Adrian Albadot said to Servian Albadot. Take your time looking around. The Empire's horses are known for their excellent breeding. This is because the Empire is located in the north. To facilitate monster hunting, we constantly improve the breed of horses, making them more resistant to cold and faster. Adrian Albadot thought, my daughter is so smart. She actually recognized the strategic value of horses and asked to come see them. Servian Albadot watched him ramble on. Actually, that's not it. The carriage, at least for now, looks normal. It seems that hasn't happened yet. She breathed a sigh of relief. What are you looking at? Adrian Albadot followed her gaze. The carriage. Adrian Albadot looked back at her. Do you want to try sitting in it? There seems to be something inside. Servian Albadot esti finith. Attendant, go get the things out of the carriage, Adrian Albadot ordered. Yes, Your Majesty. There's something in the carriage. Could it be? Servian Albadot thought with a grimace. She saw a large black bag. What do I do? She immediately recalled Adrian Albadot's words during the ceremony. Is the food not to your liking, Servian? Servian Albadot clenched her fists, her body trembling uncontrollably. Your Majesty, this is... Hex saw the food inside the bag. It was food waste. Adrian L. Burdott glanced at it and said, "Isn't this food waste?" "Why is it?" He crouched down and looked at the contents of the bag. Servian L. Burdott grabbed Adrian L. Burdott's robe. "I found it. Your Majesty, why is this place so messy? Why are you here?" The stable hand rushed over. Asim, the stable hand, was terrified. He thought, oh no, I'm dead if I'm discovered." He stood trembling before Adrian L. Burdott. "Are you in charge of managing this place?" Adrian L. Burdott asked, frowning. Hex said to him, "Your Majesty, I've taken a closer look, and something seems amiss. If it's food waste, the condition of this food seems a little too good. And why would food waste be in a carriage? Isn't there a designated place in the palace for handling food waste? Indeed, it's suspicious." Adrian L. Burdott's expression hardened. It seems someone is trying to smuggle food out of the palace. Hex glanced down at Asim. Adrian L. Burdott glared at Asim. "Drag him away for questioning. We should be able to get to the bottom of this." Asim trembled with fear. "Whoa, when did the guards get here? Were they following me all along?" "Servian el verdot achi devein dadrian el verdot." "Your Majesty, I really don't know anything. Please spare me." Asim cried out, "I'm innocent. This is terrifying." Servian L. Burdott trembled in fear. "Come here." Adrian L. Burdott reached out to her. She stopped crying. Adrian L. Burdott held her in his arms. "It's all right. Don't be afraid, Servian." Servian L. Burdott looked up at Adrian L. Burdott. "Father is hugging me. It's a little embarrassing, but I feel much calmer. Interrogate that man thoroughly. Find out where that food waste came from," Adrian L. Burdott said to the guards. "Yes, Your Majesty." "Servian, you should go back too." Servian L. Burdott looked up at him. "Is this all I can do?" "But since Father has started to suspect the food waste, the situation will definitely be different from my past life." Servian L. Burdott and Adrian L. Burdott discovered food waste in a carriage shed. Seeing the excellent condition of the food waste, Adrian L. Burdott suspected that someone was trying to smuggle food out of the palace and ordered the interrogation of the stable hand, Asim. Inside the study, "Your Majesty, I think you should see this." Hex placed a flag on Adrian L. Burdott's desk. Adrian L. Burdott glanced at it, his expression shocked. "What is this? Why is the Imperial Princess's flag here?" "This was found while interrogating the stable hand we caught yesterday," Hex said with a grim expression. "What?" Adrian L. Burdott immediately stood up. Hex continued, "This flag was hidden in his quarters. This matter may be related to the Imperial Princess's palace." "What do you mean by that?" Adrian L. Burdott glared at him furiously. "It's possible the Imperial Princess overspent on food supplies and ended up having to secretly discard them." Sweat beaded on Hex's forehead. "Let's go." Adrian L. Burdott turned and walked out. Where are you going?" Hex asked, puzzled. "To the Imperial Princess's palace," Adrian L. Burdott said with a grave expression. Meanwhile, Ariel held a plate of macarons and said to Servian L. Burdott, "Your Highness, look, there are so many macarons. Wow, I'm so happy." Servian L. Burdott ate one. "Delicious." "Ariel, have some too." "Your Highness, I'm all right." Ariel looked at Servian L. Burdott with a pleased expression. "Thankfully, I had the nerve to ask for some earlier. The meals haven't been good lately. You seem especially happy today. Do you like macarons that much?" "No, I like Ariel more," Servian L. Burdott said with a grin. "Oh, Your Highness," Ariel said shyly. "There is something else I'm happy about, but I can't tell Ariel." Servian el verdot smaid rapidi. Ariel's sister has recovered, and the food waste incident I was so worried about was stopped early. I wonder where that stable hand stole all that food from. Anyway, it's all worked out for the best. Since Father has ordered an investigation, I shouldn't be wrongly accused. Of course, I still have a lot of questions. Why was the Imperial Princess's palace framed? And how did the rumors spread so quickly? I was too young to remember clearly. A commotion arose. He turned his head. Why was it so noisy outside? What was going on? "Your Highness, I'll go check it out." Ariel glanced at the closed door. Servian, Adrian Albadot grunted. Adrian Albadot pushed the door open and entered. Your Majesty." Ariel hurriedly bowed. Servian heard Adrian Albadot's voice and jolted alert. Adrian Albadot thought, could that food waste really be from the Imperial Princess's palace? "Father," Servian Albadot looked at him with alarm. "Why is his status bar like that? Why does he misunderstand me again? Could this be happening again, just like in my past life?" "Servian, I have something to ask you." Adrian Albadot looked at her seriously. "You must answer me honestly." Servian Albadot was terrified, her body trembling uncontrollably. "Have you been wasting food?" Hearing his words, Servian Albadot clenched her fists. "It seems the past isn't so easily changed." Servian. Adrian Albadot noticed the food on the table and asked with a puzzled expression, "What are you eating?" This is clearly. Servian Albadot's face paled, her heart pounding. What do I do? If he finds out I brought back the leftover pastries from yesterday's picnic, he might be angry. Your Majesty, this servant deserves death. Ariel knelt on the floor. Who are you? Adrian Albadot looked over, hearing the voice. Your Majesty. Ariel looked up and said, I am the chief lady-in-waiting serving Her Highness, the Imperial Princess. Oh, you're the chief lady-in-waiting. What have you done wrong? Adrian Albadot asked. Servian Albadot sought Ariel's status bar. Ariel's thoughts. I must protect Her Highness. Servian Albadot started to cry sadly. Servian. Adrian Albadot turned and looked at her. I brought back the leftover food from yesterday. Servian Albadot sobbed. I'm sorry. Adrian Albadot froze. Servian, don't cry. I am scared. I don't want to be misunderstood like before. Servian Albadot cried harder. So, this really is leftover food from yesterday. Servian Albadot nodded at his words. Adrian Albadot held his forehead, frowning. Sigh, what is going on here? Ariel swallowed hard. Your Majesty. Your Majesty, the Imperial Princess receives almost no funding. What are you saying? Adrian Albadot was incredulous. What nonsense is this? I gave explicit instructions, but the Imperial Princess, currently, doesn't even have a proper retinue of ladies-in-waiting. I'm the only one. Despite trembling with fear, Ariel spoke with courage. Ariel's thoughts. This can't go on. Even Ariel will be in danger. I can't lose Ariel. I have to do something. Servian Albadot wiped the tears from her eyes. Just then, a servant entered and bowed to Adrian Albadot. Your Majesty, did you inspect the area? Adrian Albadot turned to him. The servant looked troubled, unsure how to speak. What's the situation? Did Father misunderstand something again? Because of the tears, I can't see his status bar. Servian Albadot rubbed her eyes, trying to see clearly. The servant glanced at Servian Albadot. The Imperial Princess's kitchen is very strange. There's no food at all. I didn't even see any servants working. What do you mean? Are you saying the food has already been thrown away? Adrian Albadot glared at him. And no, Your Majesty, the Imperial Princess's kitchen is completely empty. There aren't even any ingredients for today's meals. The servant hurriedly explained. How is that possible? Adrian Albadot was stunned. Your Majesty, he's telling the truth. Ariel cried out. Ever since I became the chief lady-in-waiting, Her Highness hasn't received the proper funds. How can we throw away food? Something like that has absolutely nothing to do with Her Highness. I wanted Her Highness to have something good to eat, so I brought back the leftovers from yesterday. The servants in your palace thought it was for me, so they kindly gave it to me. Please don't scold them. Servian Albadot's heart ached seeing Ariel kneeling and pleading. Ariel's thoughts. I'm devoted to Adrian Albadot. Servian Albadot took all the blame upon herself. Servian Albadot's heart ached at this sight. I didn't. Servian Albadot clutched Adrian Albadot's skirt tightly. Servian. Adrian Albadot said softly, I didn't throw away the food. Servian Albadot spoke up courageously, crying, I've been wanting to tell you this since my past life. I didn't do it. I'm not a bad child. Please, believe me. Adrian Albadot seemed to hesitate before speaking. After a moment, he said, I believe you. No matter what happens, I believe you. Birds chirped outside the window. Servian Albadot's eyes were red and swollen. She sat in Adrian Albadot's arms, sighing with relief. She was exhausted from crying. Thankfully, the situation was resolved. I'm glad it's resolved, but is it too cold? It'll take 2 hours for the swelling to go down. Ariel used a cloth-wrapped ice pack to reduce the swelling on Servian Albadot's eyes. She looked at Servian Albadot with concern. But I think I cried too much. As the chief lady-in-waiting, I actually let Her Highness cry so much. It's truly my fault. Ariel felt deeply responsible. No, it's not Ariel's fault. Servian Albadot quickly explained. Then what have you been eating? Adrian Albadot asked, puzzled. Tell me everything. I've been trying to manage with the remaining funds, but it's not enough, Ariel replied respectfully. So, I've been using my own allowance. And if that's still not enough, I asked for leftovers from other palaces, Ariel explained. Ariel has been working so hard. Servian Albadot looked at her in surprise. Heavens! Adrian Albadot was shocked. Adrian Albadot stroked Servian Albadot's head. Servian Albadot looked up at him. Adrian Albadot's thoughts. What have I done to such a young child? Father. Servian Albadot thought, puzzled. But why is everyone so nervous? Compared to when Sarah was around, the food situation is much better. Why didn't you report this to me sooner? Adrian Albadot demanded angrily. Ariel's face paled at the reprimand. Your Majesty, she stammered fearfully. Adrian Albadot's thoughts. Is she afraid of the Empress? Servian Albadot looked questioningly at Adrian Albadot's status bar. Could the Empress really do this to me? Well, besides her, no one else could. In the Albadot Empire, the Emperor was responsible for governing the people and managing the affairs of the empire. His consort, the Empress, was responsible for managing the internal affairs of the palace. This had always been the custom. However, if a concubine bore a child while the child was still young, the child's birth mother could exercise many privileges. But for a child like me, without a birth mother, everything was managed by the Empress. And the Emperor must respect the Empress's management as much as possible. This principle is called the Emperor's Oath. It's not only a long-standing custom of the Empire, but it's also clearly stated in the Empire's highest law. So, Father can't help me with this issue. Servian Albadot saw Adrian Albadot holding his forehead with a troubled expression. She thought to herself, I'm sorry. Father, I'm sorry. I am sorry, Elvi. Adrian Albadot looked at her and softly apologized. From now on, I will personally take care of all your matters. After that, I slept well for the first time in a long while. While I was fast asleep, many things happened in the Imperial Princess's palace. Someone was taken away. New people were also assigned. Father's palpable anger swept through the entire palace. The ministers could only quietly observe his expression. Even the Empress couldn't escape his wrath. Sayabel Albadot lowered her head with a wronged expression. Your Majesty, I truly didn't know. Empress, do you think that's plausible? Adrian Albadot roared. I haven't spoken a single lie. If I'm guilty of anything, it's that I trusted the wrong person, Sayabel Albadot explained. But I am innocent. Servian Albadot fidgeted, watching the scene unfold before her. Because Father called me, I came. But why? Sayabel Albadot turned to look at Servian Albadot. My dear girl, why don't you say something? Servian Albadot took a frightened step back when she saw her. Servian, do you really think your mother, Sayabel Albadot placed her hand on her chest and cried, is a bad person who abused you? Sayabel Albadot's affection minus 8,990. Thought, how did this girl know where the food waste was? Such a good plan actually failed. Servian Albadot was horrified by this scene. Sayabel Albadot covered her cheeks with her hands, feigning weakness. Sayabel Albadot's thoughts. This girl is really annoying. Is she mute? Why doesn't she speak? Everything she's showing is an act. I don't want to answer her. Servian Albadot fearfully backed away. Servian. Adrian Albadot saw Servian Albadot crouching behind him. Adrian Albadot's affection steadily increased. Sayabel Albadot's affection steadily decreased. Servian Albadot tightly closed her eyes in fear, no longer looking at Empress Sayabel Albadot. What's wrong? Sayabel Albadot snapped. There's nothing to be done. Servian is just very shy around strangers, Adrian Albadot said, holding Servian Albadot in his arms. She's shy around everyone except me. It's quite troublesome. Servian Albadot looked up at Adrian Albadot. Actually, it's not like that. Is that so? Sayabel Albadot frowned, her expression darkening. However, if saying so will help us avoid the Empress, then let's just say it is. Servian Albadot turned her back to Sayabel Albadot, no longer looking at her. So I've decided. Servian Albadot perked up her ears, listening to Adrian Albadot's words. Starting tomorrow, the Empress's financial authority over the Imperial Princess's palace will be revoked. What? Your Majesty. Sayabel Albadot's expression changed drastically. You can't do that. The Empress's authority over the internal affairs of the palace is clearly stated in the Emperor's Oath. How can you? The Empress dares to use the Emperor's Oath against me. Adrian Albadot's expression turned icy. Sayabel Albadot flinched and hurriedly explained, no, that's not it. The Empress must have heard about the deplorable state of the Imperial Princess's palace. Even if there was wrongdoing, you can't punish her. Does the Empress wish to announce to the world that her authority is above the Emperor's? Adrian Albadot said coldly. Your Majesty, Sayabel Albadot said in terror. How could I? You misunderstand. Adrian Albadot waved his hand. Sayabel Albadot was escorted out of the Imperial Princess's palace. Sayabel Albadot invoking the emperor's oath enraged Adrian Albadot. If you understand what I mean, then obediently hand over your authority, Adrian Albadot said coldly. Sayabel Albadot was out of options. She gritted her teeth. I understand. You may leave now. Adrian Albadot watched her coldly. Yes. Sayabel Albadot turned and left. Servian Albadot watched her retreating figure, lost in thought. In my past life, I never imagined I would see the Empress like this. Just then, Sayabel Albadot turned around and glared at Servian Albadot. Sayabel Albadot thought, she really takes after her mother. How utterly detestable. Servian Albadot looked at her status bar, her expression shocked. What? Mother? The scene changed. Servian Albadot sat at the dining table, eating macarons. I'm so depressed. What did I do wrong? Why does she hate me so much? Servi, are the sweets not to your liking? Adrian Albadot asked, noticing her lack of appetite. What did he just call me? Servian Albadot froze. She blinked her large, watery eyes, staring blankly at Adrian Albadot. Why isn't she answering? Does she not like me calling her by a nickname? Adrian Albadot thought with a troubled expression. My Servi wouldn't be like this. It's very delicious, Servian Albadot said, seeing her status bar and noticing Adrian Albadot's affection increasing. She immediately sighed in relief. So he really was calling me. That scared me. Is that so? Then eat more, Adrian Albadot said, holding his fist to his mouth. From now on, whenever you want to eat something, no matter what it is, I'll make sure you get it. Servian Albadot's eyes sparkled. She asked excitedly, and macarons too. Of course, Adrian Albadot affirmed. That's great. Servian Albadot grinned. From now on, Ariel won't have to worry about snacks anymore. Servi. Adrian Albadot felt a pang of guilt as he watched her happy expression. She's so happy about this. It's all my fault. Servian Albadot looked at him quizzically, glancing at the status bar above his head. This isn't father's fault. However, Adrian Albadot opened and closed his mouth, as if he wanted to say something. He patted Servian Albadot's head. It's nothing. Eat quickly. Father is worried about me. I'm so happy, Servian Albadot said, beaming at him. The scene changed. Adrian Albadot stood by the window, looking out. So, it wasn't my imagination that she was thin before. I never even noticed. I'm so useless. For some reason, ever since Servian could talk, she's been extremely afraid of me. Almost every time she saw me, she would cry. Because every time we met, she would cry until she was sick. I was worried she would get ill because of me, so I didn't dare approach her. It was also because she would hide every time she saw me. So as not to frighten her, I also started to keep my distance. But all of this was all because of the previous head maid. Adrian recalled what the other maids had said. She often mistreated the imperial princess. She wouldn't let her eat much and brainwashed her, making her fear his majesty. How dare she? Adrian gritted his teeth angrily. Your Majesty, Hex's call interrupted Adrian's thoughts. Adrian turned and asked, have you found out? Yes, Hex replied. That was indeed the Imperial Princess's palace flag. It seems someone stole it. It was likely the previous head maid. However, this is all just speculation. There's no concrete evidence. The former chief maid, Sarah, who could have helped us uncover the truth, and the stable hand, Asim, we caught earlier, they both committed suicide. How could you let this happen? How could they all commit suicide? Adrian asked his subordinate. The subordinate trembled in fear. Hex quickly spoke up. I made sure they were heavily guarded. Someone must have wanted to eliminate any evidence, so they killed them. Adrian realized this. But within the Imperial Palace, very few people have the power to kill prisoners. Could the mastermind be? It's hard to say right now. Your Majesty, could you be suspecting that person? Hex asked. Continue the investigation, Adrian said. Keep a close eye on the flow of funds, and assign more guards to the Imperial Princess. At least let that child play freely within the palace walls. After Father learned about the inner workings of the Imperial Princess's palace, he punished the Empress's head servant. The head servant was responsible for distributing the funds allocated by the Empress to each palace. The matter was ultimately concluded with the head servant and Sarah being found guilty of colluding and embezzling the Imperial Princess's palace funds. Although this conclusion felt somewhat hasty, there was nothing that could be done. Servian thought to herself, would you like more milk? Ariel asked. No, I still have plenty, Servian replied. And another thing, since that day, many things have changed in the Imperial Princess's palace. First, because of the ample funds. The ingredients in the kitchen have become much more abundant. Delicious snacks and healthy ingredients. And a new batch of carefully selected maids have been hired. Second, the long-standing issue of the dreary atmosphere has been resolved. The Imperial Princess's palace funds just increased. These are not suitable for Her Highness at all. Ariel, I want to fill the wardrobe with clothes fit for an Imperial Princess. Ariel began to dramatically transform the previously gloomy Imperial Princess's palace. Let's take this opportunity to replace all the furniture too. These are too big and too dark for Her Highness, Ariel suggested. Okay, Servian nodded. I like bright things too. Of course, I agree with her. Because a room identical to my past life would occasionally remind me of past nightmares and make me feel suffocated. Ariel seems happy lately. That's wonderful. By the way, Your Highness, which dress would you like to wear for breakfast? Ariel asked. Finally, the biggest change was breakfast. Actually, when Father said he would personally take care of me, I thought he was just transferring the management and supervisory authority to himself. But he meant like this. Having breakfast with me every day. Greetings, Your Majesty. Servian slowly greeted him. Servi, Adrian exclaimed. Let me help you, he said, and used magic to lift Servian onto the chair. Father's magic is so amazing, no matter how many times I see it. Eat up, Servi. Okay, the utensils are so light. Servian looked at the utensils in her hands, puzzled. Ahem. Adrian cleared his throat, slightly embarrassed. Servi, I made these utensils specifically for you. The Imperial Princess's palace utensils will soon be replaced with the same ones. Do you like them? Wow, thank you. Servian's eyes instantly lit up. Before, the palace only had big, heavy utensils. He noticed that and put special thought into this for me. It felt like receiving a surprise gift. Seeing Servian staring at the food without starting, Kalman didn't move either. Adrian asked, Servi, is there nothing you like? No, I like everything. Servian smiled brightly. After eating, Servian fell asleep. Adrian held her in his arms, his eyes closed. Your Majesty, Ariel said nervously. I'll take Her Highness back, Adrian said. It's fine. What's happening? Am I dreaming? I should wake up. But so warm. Servian thought drowsily, then nuzzled closer to Adrian. Adrian froze instantly, but at the same time, his affection levels skyrocketed. Ariel quickly explained, perhaps because she had to come for breakfast, Her Highness woke up earlier than usual and is a little tired. Your Majesty, Her Highness isn't usually like this. She's very composed. Adrian interrupted her. Stop talking, I said it's fine. You'll wake my Servi. When Servian woke up, she was in the Imperial Princess's palace courtyard. She was shocked by the sight. Is this really the Imperial Princess's palace courtyard that I know? With so many people working now, it's become unrecognizable. The breeze feels so nice, Servian sighed. She remembered the scene from this morning. Just before finishing breakfast with Father, I fell asleep without realizing it. I woke up quite a while later. My mind went completely blank, but Ariel wasn't angry. Instead, she comforted me, saying it was all right and that His Majesty didn't blame me. If I had heard those words before, I wouldn't have believed them. But now I think it's possible. Oh, Your Highness, are you going out? Jenny, I'm just going for a walk nearby. At that moment, Servian saw Jenny's status bar. Affection, 3055. Thought, she's so cute. Then be careful, Jenny cautioned. Fortunately, the new maids are all kind, especially Jenny. She's gentle both inside and out. Oh, by the way, I wonder how Kalman's magic training is going. I haven't seen him since that night. I finally met someone my age in this vast imperial palace. Servian remembered Kalman's words to her. The sweet scent of jasmine on you is so strong. But Servian quickly shook her head. No, I shouldn't have any pointless expectations. He must have been mistaken. There's no way I smell of jasmine. Servi, Damien called out. Looking at Damien, Servian remembered his cold demeanor and shuddered involuntarily. Maybe I shouldn't have come out. Hello, Servian said awkwardly. I should go back right after greeting him. Thank you, Damien said. Servian was taken aback. Elsewhere, Chief Minister, I've arranged for the people you mentioned. Good? Are they trustworthy? Trustworthy. They were recommended by the captain of His Majesty's personal guard. Good. Then I'll report to His Majesty accordingly. Right? Hex instructed, remember to tell them, when protecting Her Highness, try not to be conspicuous. Servian is shy around everyone except me. You need to be extra careful. Hex recalled Adrian's instructions and thought to himself, what? From my perspective, Her Highness clearly relies more on that chief maid. His Majesty has been very lenient with Her Highness lately. However, His Majesty is still investigating the Empress's actions. I really don't know how things will turn out. After the long war ended, His Majesty, for the sake of the Empire's stability, married the Empire's only court lady. That court lady is Sayabel Albadot, the current Empress. Their marriage is purely contractual. Even their heir was conceived through magic, because in His Majesty's heart, there is only the princess's birth mother. Even if he doesn't have much affection for the princess born from a concubine, the Empress should still fulfill her duties. If the princess's recent ordeal is ultimately traced back to the Empress, His Majesty will surely be furious. I hope it's not her. Imperial Princess's palace courtyard. Thank you for what? Servian asked. Last time, Damien explained. When you went to see Mother, I was very unkind to you that day, so I thought you wouldn't greet me anymore. So it wasn't my imagination. His attitude really did change suddenly, Servian thought. I am sorry, Servian. Can you forgive me? Damien asked. I don't mind, Servian replied. Really? Damien said excitedly. Brother sincerely apologized to me. It turns out he's been holding on to that incident. But Servian was still puzzled. Why did he do that? So, can I still visit you in the future? Yes. Thank you, Servian. Meanwhile, Damien's favorability rating was steadily increasing. You're the ones who should be worried. You should go back now, Damien said. Okay. Servian waved. Goodbye. At this moment, Damien's status bar displayed. Now that all authority over the Imperial Princess's palace has been transferred to Father, there shouldn't be any more problems, right? Oh, what's going on? Servian wondered. Is there also some issue between Brother and the Empress? In the past, Brother has always been the model of a perfect crown prince. He has a brilliant mind, exceptional magical abilities, and he's Father's eldest legitimate son. I've always understood clearly that the throne will belong to Brother in the future. But Servian recalled the scene from her past life. Servian Albadot, Imperial Princess, attempted to usurp the Imperial throne. She is hereby arrested for treason. Treason. I had no idea what was going on, and I was taken away. No matter how much I cried and pleaded that I hadn't committed treason, no one believed me. No one. Although I avoided the leftover food incident, this is just the beginning. I can't let my guard down. I can't be complacent just because everyone is treating me well now. I have to find a way to persevere. Once I come of age, I'll leave the Imperial Palace and live a peaceful life. The next day, Servian rubbed her sleepy eyes and asked, Who did you say came? Jenny replied, His Highness, the Crown Prince. Come, Your Highness, raise your hands. Okay. Servian obediently raised her hands. Your Highness is so good. Jenny praised. Jenny's favorability has increased so much even though she hasn't been at the Imperial Princess's palace for long. But did Brother really come? Servian asked again. Yes, he's in the reception room now, Jenny replied. Servian thought. Although he said he would come see me later, I didn't expect him to come just a day later. Servian, Damien said. I am sorry. I should have told you beforehand. Servian stood there, stunned. What is he doing here? Did I do something wrong yesterday? Thinking this, Servian hid behind Jenny. I'm getting nervous again. But then she saw Damien's status bar. What do I do? Did I scare him? I rushed to see you, Damien explained, because the thing I brought might melt. This is a gift for you. I heard you like sweets. Damien held the cake in front of Servian, nervously watching her reaction. I hope she likes the gift Hex recommended. Cake. Servian stared intently at the cake. Will you make me a fork too? Servian suddenly looked up at Damien and asked. Of course. I'll make you one, Damien said. At this moment, his status bar displayed. Thank goodness I learned magic. No. Servian was a little puzzled. How can such a small thing make him so satisfied? So our little princess wants to eat sweets, Jenny thought to herself. The two of you look so harmonious. I didn't expect His Highness the Crown Prince to have such a side. I'm not like Father. It might take me a little while, Damien said. Okay. Servian nodded. I was actually swayed by a cake. Servian thought. At a time like this, I realized that this body really is a child's. However, this cake really does look delicious. Soon, Damien not only conjured a small spoon with magic, but also many edible little animals, which he placed on the cake. All right, these little animals are edible too. They're not too cold. No, wait, don't eat the bunny, Servian said. Damien froze. What do I do? Should I not have put it on the cake? At this moment, Jenny thoughtfully stepped forward and said, If your highnesses don't mind, I can first move the little animals from the cake to a separate plate for safekeeping, and then help cut the cake cake into bite-sized pieces for you. Let's do that, Damien said. All right, eat it quickly. It'll melt soon. Okay, brother, you should eat too, Servian said. At this moment, Damien froze because of Servian's words. Did I say something wrong? Servian looked at Damien's expression, completely puzzled. And in the next second, she saw Damien's status bar display. She called me brother. Touched. Favorability plus 100. Favorability plus 100. I unconsciously called him brother. Servian thought. Come to think of it, I haven't called him brother much. In my past life, I also always addressed him as Your Highness the Crown Prince because it was awkward. Damien said, a little embarrassed. Even if I sometimes act a bit strangely. Please try to understand, Servian said, puzzled. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Damien nodded. Perhaps you're sometimes afraid of me. Or you dislike me, like when we last met at the Empress's palace. Servian nodded. That cold look he had at the Empress's palace is all too familiar. I saw it countless times in my past life. That's why it's even harder to forget. And that's why I'm even more afraid. Why is my brother saying these things to me? What is he thinking? At that moment, Damien's status bar read, I need to become stronger quickly, so I can protect my little sister. Then Damien said dejectedly, thank you, Servian. It seems he has his reasons, Servian thought. I need to keep an eye on him lately. The next day, Servian sat up, yawning. Oh dear, Your Highness, are you sleepy? Do you want to sleep a little longer? Ariel asked with concern. No, Servian mumbled, crawling out of bed. I'm going to be late. Lately, I've been having breakfast at the Emperor's palace every morning. I eat my fill, fall asleep, and get carried back by father. It's become a regular occurrence. Even though I can't help falling asleep after eating, I can't be late for breakfast, can I? Ariel then said with a smile. You'll have more time this morning. Servian was puzzled. Ariel explained, from now on, you'll be having breakfast in the Imperial Princess's palace. However, when Servian arrived at the dining hall, that she found Adrian and Damien already sitting there. Servian, you're here. You're here. The two of them spoke at the same time. Why is brother here too? Servian asked, still a bit sleepy. Servian. Damien noticed the Emperor called Servian. Is that a nickname? I want to call her that too. This morning, her sleepy face looks as cute as an elf's. Although that's a given, Adrian thought. Could it be that it's going to be like this from now on? Servian felt extremely pressured looking at the two of them. But I didn't call the Crown Prince. Why are you here? Adrian asked, somewhat displeased. Servian tensed up at his words. He's actually refuting him to his face. Why did he come? Damien wiped his mouth and calmly replied, It's been a while since I had breakfast with father. I wanted to eat with you. Oh, is that so? Adrian asked. As Adrian finished speaking, silence fell over the table. The atmosphere is so awkward, Servian thought, but they really do look alike. Servian, do you like the tableware? Adrian asked. Precious, Servian nodded. I like it very much. What do you think of the design? If you don't like it, I'll have it changed. No need. Listening to their conversation, Damien felt very depressed. I also want to call her by her nickname. I heard the Crown Prince recently sent Servian a cake. Adrian suddenly asked, looking at Damien. At the same time, his status bar read, I was planning to make her one when I had the time. He beat me to it. Yes, Damien replied. I also sent her animal figurines. She loves them. Animal figurines. Adrian asked. Just eating a plain cake is so boring, Damien said. You have no idea how much she cherishes the ice figurines I sent her. After I cast a preservation spell on them, she even put them in her room as decorations. You shouldn't be learning preservation magic yet. It seems those figurines will melt soon, Adrian said sarcastically. I learned it in advance, so they won't melt. Is he telling the truth? Servian, is that true? Yes, Servian replied. Are the figurines still in your room? Servian. Damien asked. Servian nodded. I like the bunny. We finally finished breakfast in suffocating silence. Actually, thinking about it, not only their appearances, but father and brother's personalities seem quite similar too. I should start preparing for the future. I hope that after I successfully leave the Imperial Palace, I can get a small piece of land. Spending the rest of my life there, growing flowers and crops, doesn't seem so bad. Lost in thought, Servian fell asleep again. Images of her past life surfaced in her dream. It's black magic. The Imperial Princess used black magic. Servian jolted awake. That's right, I'm not only accused of magic, but also of using black magic. When that happened, I was criticized for gaining weight at the banquet. So I only drank black tea every day, trying to hold on. One day, Sarah, my chief maid, suddenly disappeared. Many guards stormed into the Imperial Princess's palace. They searched the palace and found many things I had never seen before. Those things were all related to black magic. Could that also have been the Empress's doing? Servian wondered. But would she go that far just because she didn't like me? I don't understand. Although I can see people's inner thoughts now, I can't feel at ease just relying on that. I need to make more preparations. But what else can I do? Where are you going? A voice suddenly came from behind. Servian turned her head to look. His Majesty went to the Imperial Princess's palace today, as well, Sayabel said with a sullen face. But he refused to see me, the Empress. I am terrified. Your Majesty. The maid quickly took a step back. This is so frustrating. Sayabel gritted her teeth. Sarah was driven out, and even the leftover food incident was discovered. I thought it was a pretty good plan. Adrian Albadot, just how far are you going to reach? Fine, then I'll just have to adjust my plan. I'll just have to replan slowly. In the courtyard, Servian looked back and saw that Adrian was gone. He came over and asked, "Where are you going?" "Jay, just want to play. Is there anywhere you want to go?" "Precious." Adrian asked. Servian thought for a moment and said, "No." "Then come with me." As Adrian spoke, his affection level was also rising. "To be honest, I still find these days magical." Servian felt a little guilty. The longer these days last, the greedier I become. I don't want to be hated. If only I could continue to live like this, feeling this gentle touch. If only. But once I officially start my education, everyone will discover that I'm a useless imperial princess with no magical ability. Will father be disappointed then? Will I no longer be able to feel this warmth? "Come this way," Adrian said. At that moment, Servian saw Adrian's status bar displayed, looking forward to her reaction. "I wonder if father prepared macarons for me." Servian wondered, "What do you think?" Adrian asked. Servian's jaw dropped in surprise. "What big horse?" Seeing Servian's reaction, Adrian thought with satisfaction, "Now, this is a gift." Hex looked on with a slightly exasperated expression. "Your Majesty, this is a bit much, isn't it? Don't you like it?" Adrian asked. "I heard she likes animal figurines. I put a lot of thought into this," Adrian thought. Meanwhile, Servian felt a pang of sadness. The sweeter it is, the more bittersweet I feel. But even so, this moment is precious to me. I shouldn't think about such negative things, Servian said, shaking her head. "No, I like horses. It's beautiful. I don't want to ruin this happy feeling. Just for a little while, I want to enjoy this happiness a little longer." "Here, eat this," Adrian said. "Macarons," Servian exclaimed. "Macarons are better than cake," Adrian added. "Both cake and macarons are delicious," Servian replied carefully. Adrian paused for a moment, then quickly said, "Then I'll prepare both for you next time." Because of Servian's words, Adrian began to make plans for the future. "It seems I need to recruit a cake and macaron chef right away." However, Servian continued, "I don't know magic. I can't take the horse back, although I really like it." Servian looked at the horse with a hint of regret. "This gift prepared for me. It's too big. You haven't started learning magic yet," Adrian said. "Naturally, and even if you can't take it back, it's all right. You can come and see it any time." Servian stared at Adrian blankly. "Father is allowing me to enter his private garden." "Really?" Servian asked. "Yes," Adrian nodded. Behind him, Hex maintained his awkward yet polite smile. "Her Highness is truly magnanimous. I didn't expect her to like that fountain." The next day, Servian visited Adrian's garden again. It was common knowledge that the Emperor's private garden was the most beautiful in the palace. Since she had finally received permission, she planned to take this opportunity to see the beautiful flowers every day. The flowers smell so good. "Is father working?" I can't disturb his work. I should leave quietly." "Servian," Adrian suddenly called out. "It's all right, come here." Servian smiled awkwardly. So he already noticed me. After sitting down, Servian thought, "Father looks so busy. Is it really okay for me to be here?" The warm sunlight and the smell of paper make me want to sleep. Just as Servian was about to fall asleep, a shout startled her awake. "Your Majesty, I have an urgent matter to report." Hex was saying, then suddenly stopped. "Her Highness is here too." Hex hesitated. "Just tell me." Adrian said. Can I listen?" It seemed to be something important, Servian thought. "We just received news," Hex said. "The Kingdom of Carambel is urgently requesting our assistance." "The Kingdom of Carambel?" Adrian asked. "Tell me more." "The Kingdom of Carambel." Hearing this name, Servian's interest piqued. "The Kingdom of Carambel. But our shipment of Baline medicine to the Kingdom of Carambel, something went wrong." Hex said the Baline medicine Wasn't Marquis Parma in charge of that? Adrian asked. Yes, but the merchant group transporting the Baline medicine to the kingdom of Carambel was attacked on the way. Although the attackers were eventually caught, they set fire to the medicine. All the medicine we were transporting was burned. What about our Baline medicine reserves? The Empire's medicine reserves are plentiful. However, we've already used one round of relief supplies this quarter. That means our trade deal with the Kingdom of Carambel is in trouble. What's going on? Servian listened to their conversation, completely confused. They had been talking about the Kingdom of Carambel since earlier, but it was supposed to have perished. Originally, there were 4 empires on the continent, but now, aside from the Albadot Empire in the north, all the other empires had fallen. Newly emerging small kingdoms occupied the former territories of those empires. Among them, the Kingdom of Nabapar ruled the south, and the Kingdom of Carambel occupied the west coast. In the last continental war over 20 years ago, Father, although capable of conquering the entire continent, stopped the war due to the previous emperor's sudden death and focused on stabilizing imperial power. He used trade and diplomacy instead of war to control the continent. I remember learning in history class that the Kingdom of Carambel was the first kingdom to disappear not because of war, but solely due to disaster. Due to the outbreak of an endemic disease, not only the citizens but even the royal family perished. The Kingdom of Carambel was thus destroyed. Although I'm glad this kingdom still exists, perhaps it will soon perish as recorded in history. Could it be? A thought struck Servian. No way. If we can't supply the Baline medicine, Hex continued, it will be difficult to import the special fertilizer from the Kingdom of Carambel. We might even have problems with the Harbin tea supply next year. Hearing this, Servian abruptly looked up. That's right, the Baline medicine. The Kingdom of Carambel's endemic disease can't be treated with spiritual power. It can only be cured with Baline medicine. From what they were saying, it seemed the Kingdom of Carambel was obtaining the medicine from the Empire through trade. If they have enough medicine, could we prevent the Kingdom of Carambel's demise? Should we send them some of our reserve medicine? Adrian pondered for a moment and said, after all, if the endemic disease in the Kingdom of Carambel spreads, it will also affect other countries on the west coast. But Your Majesty, Hex said, the storm season is approaching. Transporting relief supplies during the coldest season will cause us significant losses. The estimated cost will increase by more than 3 times. Also, in recent decades, the number of cases of the endemic disease in the Kingdom of Carambel has been decreasing. They should have some medicine reserves of their own. How about we send the relief supplies after the storm season passes? Regarding Hex's suggestion, Adrian nodded. You're right. This transaction, in essence, is nothing more than a favor from the Empire to the kingdom. We can't let them take it for granted. Hearing this, Servian's expression shifted. The endemic disease, which had always been relatively controlled, suddenly flared up rapidly when the Empire suspended aid during the storm season. At the time, no one had anticipated that a minor endemic disease could consume an entire kingdom. Adrian's voice broke through Servian's recollection. Servian, your complexion hasn't been good since a while ago. And you stopped eating, Adrian said with concern. At this rate, many people will suffer from illness this storm season, Servian thought worriedly. Perhaps now is the last chance to prevent the fall of the Kingdom of Carambel. Can't we help them? Servian asked. You mean the Kingdom of Carambel? Yes. Can I say something like this to Father? Maybe he'll scold me for being naive. But this is all I can do now. Servian clutched Adrian's clothes tightly. Your Imperial Highness, Hex exclaimed. Her Highness must not understand the implications. What if His Majesty gets angry? Hex looked nervously at Adrian. Servian, do you know how much loss this decision will bring to the Empire? Adrian asked. But Servian wanted to explain, but the words wouldn't come out. No, calm down. I need to calmly talk to Father. Come on, Hex muttered encouragingly. I don't want to see people get sick. We should keep our promise. Servian spoke up, mustering her courage, but immediately regretted it. That's not what I meant. I wasn't thinking that, but strange words came out. What do I do? Adrian reached out and gently stroked Servian's head. All right, he said. Intention is what matters most. It seems the princess understands this well. As he spoke, Adrian's favorability rating increased again. The regent, Adrian, turned and instructed, what are you standing around for? Go and relay the princess's orders. Your Majesty, Hex said, shocked. Wait a minute, the princess's orders. Servian exclaimed. Have another one. Adrian offered Servian a macaron. That's not what I wanted. Servian glanced at Adrian, thinking, since father listened to me, a child, without a second thought, what is he thinking? Meanwhile, Adrian's status bar displayed. After hearing it was an endemic disease, he began to worry about the people. She truly is my daughter. So kind-hearted. My words must have sounded like a child's whining, but father didn't ignore them. He listened seriously. Servian's feelings were complex, but for my past self, no matter how I tried to convey my words, they couldn't reach anyone. And so, the order issued in the name of the 5-year-old princess caused an uproar. And this uproar wasn't what she wanted to see. What is His Majesty thinking? I heard it was Her Highness the Princess who changed His Majesty's decree. Is this true? The courtiers gossiped. Watching their reactions, Hex had expected this. It was no wonder the ministers were surprised. Oh my, aren't you going out today either? Sarah asked Servian. Servian hesitated and said no. Our princess, why has she been so listless lately? Sarah worried. Servian was a little depressed. Because of this incident, everyone was always staring at her, and there were even outrageous rumors spreading. The princess changed the emperor's decree. Ever since that rumor appeared, she had become the center of attention. I'm so afraid of rumors. If this continues, what if, like in my past life, bad rumors start to spread? The storm season has just begun. I'll just stay in the palace for now and avoid attracting attention. Storm season. The Albadot Empire was located in the northern part of the continent. The northern weather was harsh. Every year, the empire experienced blizzards during a specific period known as the storm season. Although, under the protection of the magic circle surrounding the entire empire, the climate could be maintained like spring most of the time. The temperature dropped during the storm season, and monsters became stronger, so people generally reduced their outings. Because of the storm season and the Caramel Kingdom issue, I can't have dinner with father for a while. Father is already busy enough. Should I not have asked him to do that? Your Highness, I'll get you some warm milk. Sarah said worriedly. Okay, Servian replied dejectedly. Sarah pondered. Her status bar displayed. Her Highness hasn't been eating much lately and has been listless. It seems I need to report this. Seeing this, Servian quickly called out, Hey Sarah, don't go. Stay with me. Will you be happier if I stay with you? Yes. I like Sarah. I can't let her tell father about such a small thing. Servian thought to herself, Your Highness, the regent requests an audience. The regent. Why does he suddenly want to see me? This doesn't usually happen. Servian became even more worried. Could something serious have happened? Greetings, Your Highness, Hex said with a bow. I have come here to report an urgent matter. Please forgive my intrusion. Servian clutched Sarah's clothes, her heart beating faster. This is the first time I've seen him since he told me about the Caramel Kingdom. He's in such a hurry to see me, and the atmosphere is so serious. Seeing Hex exhale, Servian became even more worried. Something bad has definitely happened. Your Highness, please don't be too surprised. Let me explain, Hex said. The Kingdom of Caramel has experienced a large-scale outbreak of the endemic disease. Servian froze. What? She heard Hex continue. I hear the disease is spreading rapidly, causing severe damage. What about the people there? Servian asked. It's understandable that Your Highness is shocked. Hex sighed. So the endemic disease really did break out, Servian thought. Although I expected this to happen, I hoped it was just my needless worry, because I didn't want such a terrible thing to happen. The events recorded in the history of my past life are actually happening again. This is like further proof of my past life. That my past life and my present are the same. However, Your Highness, you needn't worry too much. Hex continued. Thanks to Your Highness's foresight, we delivered the Vitra medicine to them in time. You remember, right? The Empire's exclusive remedy for the endemic disease in Shaofeng. Vitra medicine. Due to some issues, we originally planned to deliver the medicine after the storm season. But then, because of Your Highness's order, we delivered it early. As soon as I received your command, I immediately assembled a delegation. We departed before the storm season began. Although it cost a bit more because of that, our medicine and relief supplies arrived in time. Your orders saved the Kingdom of Caramel and many other countries along the west coast, right? Hex bowed to Servian. Servian was stunned. I saved everyone. I helped others. Just then, a shout came from outside. His Majesty, the Emperor, has arrived. Your Majesty, Hex asked in confusion. His Majesty told me to come quickly and tell Her Highness the news. Why did he come himself? Servi, Adrian called out, then scooped Servian up into his arms. Servi, I heard you haven't been eating well lately. As he spoke, his status window displayed. I rushed over as soon as I heard the news. Is the situation that serious? His complexion didn't look good either. Thinking this, Adrian touched Servian's forehead forehead. Do you have a fever? No, Servie. I'll call a doctor to examine you, Adrian said. Servian quickly waved her hands. No need. I'm not sick. If you're not sick, why aren't you eating properly? Adrian asked. Your Majesty, Hex said with some exasperation. Are you interrogating a criminal? Seeing Servian remain silent, Adrian glared at Hex. If she's not sick, then could it be that Hex didn't accurately convey the situation in Caramel? Hex flinched. And no, why is he suddenly looking at me with such murderous eyes? This is really going to blow up, Servian thought anxiously. Servian stammered. Don't have an appetite. You say you don't have an appetite, Adrian asked, then looked Servian over carefully. This child looks happy even when eating bread crusts. How could she not have an appetite? Could it be a stomach ache? Seeing the content of the status window, Servian felt a wave of embarrassment. Was I too gluttonous before? I didn't think father would even remember something like that. This is so embarrassing. I'm fine, Servian quickly said. Your Majesty is busy. I won't bother you anymore. Although I didn't study statecraft in my past life, people are always busy during the storm season. I can't let your Majesty worry about my diet during such a busy time. Goodness, Your Highness, Ariel and Hex exclaimed simultaneously. Servian, why would you say such a thing? Adrian asked. Sweetheart, I don't find it bothersome. Not at all. Servian leaned against Adrian. Hearing her father's voice, devoid of any melancholy, utterly resolute, it soothed her heart. You don't find me bothersome? Servian asked. No, Adrian replied. Not at all. So tell me, why aren't you eating? Servian was filled with emotion. It was then that I realized something. The small matter of me not eating was important to my father. Someone considered me this important. Hesitantly, she began to speak. Actually what? Adrian asked. Sweetheart, I don't want to eat alone, Servian said. So you don't want to eat alone? Adrian stroked Servian's face and asked. Yes, I want to eat with father, Servian said cautiously. Even if it's not every day, just occasionally would be nice. I wanted to sound more mature, but as soon as I opened my mouth, I reverted to a childish tone. Servian felt a little annoyed. I hope father doesn't think I'm throwing a tantrum. Perhaps because of past experiences of being ignored, I'm always cautious when I speak. Servian sighed and repeated, it doesn't have to be often, just occasionally, even if it's only once in a while. You seem to have some misunderstanding, Adrian said. He then turned and asked, has the chief may not been conveying my words clearly? Answer me, my princess. Why would you think you can no longer have breakfast with me? Adrian's tone was serious. Servian was startled. Why did the atmosphere suddenly become so tense? Meanwhile, Adrian's status window displayed. I was planning to have breakfast with her again once I'm finished with this busy period. How could she have such a misunderstanding? But Ariel told me. Servian thought. Just then, she heard Ariel explain, your humble servant is terrified. The chief attendant of the imperial palace simply informed us that your majesty wouldn't be coming for breakfast. And then, Adrian asked, sweetheart, I think her highness. Ariel continued hesitantly, probably understood it as not just temporarily, but that you wouldn't be coming at all anymore. Thinking about it now, Ariel suddenly realized this. Her highness seemed to lose her spirit after hearing that news. Is that true? Adrian asked. Sweetheart, at that moment, Servian saw Adrian's status window display. I can't readily believe her. It could be the maids scheming again. Servian was startled and thought, I can't let Ariel get scolded. So she quickly explained, Ariel is right. So that's how it is. Adrian finally believed her. Then you don't have to worry, he said. Servi, I was planning to have breakfast with you again after I finish this busy period. Really? Servian asked. Yes, Adrian said firmly. Although if I get busy again, I might not be able to. Once things calm down, we'll have breakfast together again. So, even when you're eating alone, you need to eat well, Adrian reminded her. Okay, Servian nodded. Will brother eat with us too? All right, let's eat together. Every day. Yes, every day. Although it's been a while since that incident, and winter has passed, Servian still attracts a lot of attention wherever she goes. Oh, that's the legendary princess. Everyone is still very interested in me. Servian felt a little awkward under their gazes. They didn't come to greet me, but rather observed me. They probably think I'm young and naive, so they act so brazenly. Thinking this, Servian turned back. I'll just stroll around the courtyard and go back. I've been going out less lately. I came out today to look for a flower that only blooms briefly during the storm season. It's truly lovely, Servian said, her eyes sparkling. This flower originally blooms in the crevices of snowy mountains. I didn't expect to find it in Father's private garden. I'm so lucky. I have to get a good look at it before he teases me about it. Just then, Servian overheard people talking about her again. What's she doing over there? Exactly. Just huddled up in a little ball. No idea what she's doing. Servian felt quite helpless. Will people stop paying attention to me? However, amidst all this attention, I've made a discovery. By observing my surroundings more closely than usual, I found a new function of the status bars. If I focus on someone far away, their status bar suddenly moves closer to me. Although reading too many status bars at once is a bit overwhelming. At least I can find out if any bad rumors are spreading about me. Diplomat Kane's status bar reads, "That's the imperial princess who saved the kingdom of Carambel and the countries of the West Coast. I heard she even shed tears for the people suffering from the endemic disease." Servian was speechless. I was just crying because I was scared of Father. Diplomat Abel's status bar reads, "So, it was this imperial princess who changed His Majesty's terrifying mind. I heard she even severely reprimanded the chief minister. She's so young, yet so impressive." Servian's speechlessness intensified. Treasury official James's status bar reads, "I heard she convinced His Majesty by arguing that human lives cannot be measured with money. If we hadn't sent the medicinal herbs this time, things would have gotten really bad. What did I do that?" Servian thought to herself, "It's not a bad rumor, but I don't want to look at any more status bars. How did the story about me reprimanding the chief minister get out? Changing the emperor's mind isn't a good rumor either. Your Imperial Highness, are you scared because there are so many strangers here?" Ariel asked worriedly. "No, it's not that." Servian said dejectedly, "Let's go back. What should we do?" "What's that? I think I saw something near the flowers. Is it my imagination?" Elsewhere, Adrian asked Hex, "Is the endemic disease man-made? Do you have any proof?" Hex replied, "Our investigation that has identified the areas where the endemic disease is concentrated. Please take a look at this map. As your Majesty is aware, while we were providing Bolin herbs to the Kingdom of Carambel to treat the endemic disease, we were also investigating the outbreak. But this outbreak is clearly different from previous cases. It is certainly suspicious." Adrian nodded. "It's not a new disease either. The kingdom had it under control before. Why is it spreading so rapidly now, of all times, during the storm season and after the medicinal herbs were destroyed? Is someone deliberately spreading the disease?" Adrian asked, "Has the kingdom of Carambel said anything?" "Nothing. They seem to still be busy with the aftermath. I heard that most of the Carambel royal family has contracted the endemic disease. Compared to other areas, the royal family suffered heavy losses." "That's terrible." Adrian sighed. "Chief Minister, reinvestigate this incident." Adrian ordered. "Don't let anyone know. It should snow continuously for the next month, right?" Servian thought as she drank hot water and looked out the window. "Oh, by the way, my birthday is coming up soon. My birthday is during the coldest part of the storm season. In my past life, my 6th birthday was very quiet. I didn't even have a birthday party. Because of the sewage incident, which was blamed on the imperial princess, public opinion was very negative. Coupled with the disaster in the kingdom of Carambel, the situation was extremely chaotic. Recently, many bad things have happened both inside and outside the empire. I think it's best to spend the imperial princess's birthday quietly this time. So, I spent my 6th birthday alone. I still remember sitting in an empty, dark room, blankly staring at the blizzard. Back then, I still had a sliver of hope that someone might come to celebrate my birthday. Even just one person. That's how my birthday went in my past life. But this time, there should be a birthday party as usual. After all, I successfully prevented the sewage incident and the disaster in the kingdom of Carambel. It's better not to get my hopes up too high. I've learned that the bigger the hope, the bigger the disappointment. But for this birthday, I should be able to not have dinner with father or brother. That would be enough. Your Imperial Highness, is there anything you need?" Jenny asked. "No." Servian shook her head. "Then please tell me whenever you need anything." Jenny said. Servian nodded. After the storm season began, the Imperial Palace was also peaceful. When things are peaceful, it seems like you have more time to think. So, Jenny is preparing a birthday present for me, Servian thought. While it's convenient to see other people's thoughts and feelings, the downside is that you know their surprises in advance. I didn't expect her to do this for me. Although I plan to leave the palace when I'm a little older to avoid the fate of my past life. As precious memories accumulate, my resolve is starting to waver. I wish I could live like this forever. if I could become someone the Empire needs. Although I can't use magic, if I could help the Empire with other abilities. It was your command that saved the kingdom of Carambel and the surrounding West Coast nations. Servian recalled Hex's words. Maybe there's something I can do. Jenny, the Imperial Library. Servian exclaimed. Huh, the Imperial Library. Jenny asked. Yes. Servian nodded. I want to go. If I learn more now, maybe I can help someday. Servian thought. However, Jenny quickly burst her bubble. But you can't even read yet. There probably isn't much for you to see there. Servian then remembered. Oh, right, I can't read yet. I'll just go look around. I'll go alone. Servian said. Huh, you want to go alone? Jenny asked anxiously. Do you not want to go with me? Jenny asked. Then I'll call another maid to accompany you. It's dangerous to go alone. Servian panicked and quickly explained, no, it's not that. I don't hate you. Really? Jenny asked. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't hate you. Servian said. That's good. Then why do you want to go alone? Jenny asked, stroking Servian's cheek. I just want to look around by myself. Servian quickly made up an excuse. Then, Servian saw Jenny's status bar, which read, she really is at the age where she likes to wander around. Then let's do as he says. All right then, Jenny said with a smile. I'll accompany you to the door. You can go in yourself. Jenny, hurry up. Hurry. Servian called out excitedly. All right, Jenny replied. Your Imperial Highness, I'm coming. He's so excited. It must be because of the storm season. The palace has been much quieter. He must be bored. Jenny thought as she watched Servian's retreating figure. But still, how does her Imperial Highness know the way to the library? Over there, over there. Servian pointed. Please don't run so fast, Your Imperial Highness. Be careful not to get hurt. Please walk slowly. Jenny called out with concern. Oh my, Your Imperial Highness. It's a pleasure to meet you. A man stood before Servian, stopping her in her tracks. Servian's face changed instantly as she looked at the man before her. Her heart began to race. She remembered her past life. It was this man who pointed at her and falsely accused her. There's no mistake. These are clearly traces of black magic, and very evil black magic at that. I am a magician, Antonio. Your Highness, you're renowned for saving the kingdom of Carambel, but has already reached my ears. Meanwhile, Antonio's status bar displayed. This is my chance. If I can get on Her Imperial Highness's good side, I should be able to please. Servian began to tremble uncontrollably. Antonio looked at Servian with a smirk, thinking, handling a child like this is a piece of cake. Are you going to the library? Allow me to escort you. Antonio said, I'll be framed again. I'll be taken away. Servian froze in place, terrified. Your Imperial Highness. Jenny, seeing Servian trembling, asked with concern. The terrifying scenes from her past life flashed through her mind once more. It's quite unusual, but isn't Her Imperial Highness, as a member of the Imperial family, unable to use magic? Is that why she's touching these dangerous and wicked things? I can guarantee with my reputation, these are the traces of someone who has dabbled in black magic. No, these aren't mine. I've been framed. Listen to my explanation. Please, listen to me. Her Imperial Highness looks so pathetic. Antonio mocked. No, you're not an Imperial Highness anymore. I've always wondered why. Why does this person, whom I've never met before, hate me so much? Servian, are you awake? Adrian asked. What's wrong? Servian clutched the blanket tightly, her body still trembling. I was clearly locked up in a cold prison. Why don't you lie down for a bit longer? Adrian said, his heart aching for her. The physician said there's nothing wrong with your body. Do you feel unwell anywhere? Oh, that's right. I've returned to the past. Servian remembered, breathing a sigh of relief. Servian, what happened? Adrian asked. Antonio's face appeared in Servian's mind. That's right, because I ran into that person. I'm fine, Servian said. But Adrian clearly didn't believe her. Did that guy do something to you? You don't have to worry. Tell me. Servian, tell me. At this moment, Adrian's status bar displayed. This is driving me crazy. She seems unwell, but she refuses to tell me. Should I call the physician again? What did that guy do to my daughter? Father is so worried about me. I should tell him a little. Servian stammered. I am scared. I'm afraid I'll be framed again like before. Afraid of being abandoned again. Afraid of dying a miserable death. You said you're scared. Adrian asked, his face darkening. Then he gently stroked Servian's head and said, get some rest for now. Adrian stood up and left as if he suddenly remembered something urgent. Although I wish Father could stay with me a little longer, I didn't dare ask him to stay. He dared. Adrian raged. To prison. He still hasn't told the truth. Adrian asked, Father, you're here. Damien said. Beside him knelt Antonio, who had been tortured. He hasn't confessed. Damien continued. This guy is stubborn. Your Majesty, I'm innocent. Antonio cried out. What did you do to my daughter? Adrian demanded. Did Servian say what happened? Damien asked anxiously. Servian said she was scared. Adrian said coldly. Innocence. I am innocent. Antonio defended himself. You dare lie to His Majesty the Emperor. I just greeted Her Imperial Highness. You dare to greet my daughter. How presumptuous. The father and son raged. How did things turn out like this? A greeting is only proper, Antonio thought, suffering in silence. Although I did intend to deceive her a little, knowing how much His Majesty dotes on the Imperial Princess. But I haven't done anything yet. I didn't expect the princess to suddenly faint and make things so complicated. Damn it, that useless concubine's daughter is actually hindering me. Physician. Could it be that she simply suffered some kind of emotional shock? Damien asked. Yes, Adrian nodded. Damien turned to look at Antonio's face and asked, could it be because of this guy's face? Adrian asked, puzzled. Damien explained, doesn't Servian have high standards? Just look at how much she likes my animal figurines. Adrian nodded. Servian's standards are indeed high. She really likes the sculptures I made for her. It must be that guy's face that scared Servian. Damien said seriously. She must have been on her way to the library to play, never expecting to see such a face that reveals such sinister and base intentions. After listening to Damien's analysis, Adrian nodded repeatedly. You make a good point. How unpleasant. To think my daughter had to see such a face. Adrian said coldly, is this acceptable? Antonio could no longer offer any explanation. Help, help. How is Servian doing? Has she recovered yet? I'm about to deliver a tonic to Her Imperial Highness. You haven't even found the exact cause of the Imperial Princess's illness, Adrian scolded, and you want to feed her that bitter, awful stuff. But if Her Highness's condition is to improve. The royal physician tried to explain, but Adrian cut him off. Do you know how much our Servian loves good food? I'll try my best to make the medicine taste better, the royal physician quickly added. Your Highness, please take your medicine, the royal physician said nervously. Please, he pleaded, sweating profusely. Please drink it, Your Highness. Otherwise, I'm a dead man. Servian, drink it, Adrian said sternly from his side. Servian, drink it. You need to get better quickly, Damien added. Good, pressure's on. Servian looked at the room full of people and thought, especially the royal physician. What's wrong with him? The royal physician had a tragic expression on his face. Your Highness, please get better quickly after taking this medicine. Save me. Although I hate medicine, I wasn't planning on refusing it. It seems everyone misunderstood. Servian thought as she picked up the medicine. But blue is the symbol of the royal family. Such a noble color, yet it's being used as a coaster for medicine now. This is the first time I've enjoyed such grand treatment. Don't worry, Servian, Adrian said, leaning closer. I specifically instructed the royal physician that the ingredients and taste of this medicine are excellent. You can drink it without worry. Since father said so, of course I'll drink it all in one gulp. But why does the color of the medicine seem a bit strange? Servian thought, looking at the medicine in front of her. At that moment, Servian saw everyone's status bars. Yatter, drink your medicine and get better soon. Sarah, Your Highness, Damien, Servian needs to get better quickly. Adrian, if Servian can't drink it, I'll use magic to restore her, even if I have to. Jenny, I hope she drinks it all obediently. Servian was filled with emotion. Everyone is worried about me. I should drink it quickly then. It smells so bad. Tastes awful. So bitter. You're not finishing it. Is it not to your liking? Adrian asked with concern, seeing Servian's pained expression. He then turned and glared at the royal physician. The royal physician instantly felt despair. It seems today is the day I die. At that moment, Servian saw the royal physician's status bar. If I prioritize taste, the medicine won't be as effective. For Her Highness's health, I've tried my best to make it palatable, but it seems I've failed. No, Servian thought. If I say it's not good, I feel like the royal physician will suffer. A good medicine tastes bitter. I can endure this much bitterness. Wow, this medicine is really delicious. Servian finished the medicine and praised it against her conscience. And so, the absurd incident where the emperor ordered the royal physician to make the medicine taste good, which had tormented the royal physician, finally came to an end. Is that true? Adrian asked. Yes, Hex replied. I've confirmed it myself. Besides that, he's committed many other illegal acts. How audacious. Adrian raged. Servian's intuition was spot on. She fainted right after seeing that guy. That incident has been bothering me, so I ordered an investigation into him. What a terrifying fellow. Father, how do you plan to deal with him? Damien asked. The magician, Antonio. This man has committed incredibly cruel and inhumane crimes. He exploited his position as a Moda magician to deceive children from the slums, falsely promising to make them magicians. Using this method, he kidnapped children and sold them into slavery. For children in the slums, becoming a magician is indeed a sweet temptation. How could such a cruel thing happen? What about the children he took? Adrian asked. I'm afraid we'll have to wait until the storm season is over to thoroughly investigate, Hex replied. It seems most of them were sold to other kingdoms. The Albadot Empire doesn't have slavery, but it still exists on this continent. And the further south you go, the worse it gets. This matter must be thoroughly investigated, and the children must be brought back. Adrian ordered. They are all precious citizens of the Empire. Yes, Your Majesty. But isn't that guy from Moda? What did Moda say? Adrian asked, standing up. Hex said, Moda insists they knew nothing about it. Adrian frowned in displeasure. A magician under their command is doing such things, and they claim ignorance. That's ridiculous. The people from Moda said that while they knew Antonio was making money off the nobles, they were unaware of the kidnappings. Perhaps fearing implication, they even opened his research lab for us to see. Investigate whether anyone in Moda is involved in this matter, Adrian ordered. Night fell. Servian tossed and turned in bed. What should I do from now on? Although things are peaceful now and everyone is worried about me, they might change their minds at any time. After all, in my past life, I was abandoned in the end. Although Father said he wouldn't let me see Antonio again, I can't be certain. But that things won't turn out like my past life. It would be wonderful if things could stay like this, but these things aren't within my control. I can't just wait passively. I have to make some preparations to survive here. While having money would be better, I'll start by saving small gemstones. No one will notice if these disappear. I'll hide them inside the doll I always hug. No one should find them there. I can easily take them with me if I escape. I really don't want to leave. If only the events of my past life wouldn't happen again. How wonderful that would be. If only I could continue living like this. Forever. Here, take your time choosing. If you see anything you like, just tell me. Wow, there's so much. Servian exclaimed. Sarah replied, since we're redecorating your room, you need to choose a lot of things. With the once troublesome budget issue resolved, Sarah eagerly began renovating the old, gloomy princess's chambers. It's amazing, like a picture book, but I've never chosen these kind of things before. It feels so difficult to suddenly have to choose. Sarah suggested, seeing Servian's troubled expression. Since we've decided to keep the furniture with the blue gemstone decorations, how about we choose based on those? Blue. Servian suddenly had a direction. It'll definitely match Your Highness's beautiful eyes, Sarah added. Hearing this, Servian blushed instantly. Then, I'll choose blue. Come to think of it, I didn't have a single blue piece of furniture in my past life. The only one, a blue jeweled cabinet, broke and was never replaced. And Hanexin was the one who broke it. Seeing Servian fall silent, Ariel quickly handed her another book. Your Highness, she said, there are many more here. Please take your time. At that moment, Servian saw Ariel's status bar, which read, no matter what she wants, I must buy it for her. Fill the Imperial Princess's palace. If the jewels, tableware, and furniture are all replaced with new ones, Her Highness will be very happy. Servian thought it was a bit much. If I buy this much, people will think I'm extravagant. So Servian quickly shook her head and said, I don't need too much. Just buy the necessary furniture. Buy less. I wish I could be clearer. But Your Highness, it's not that much. It won't cost much. Just then, the Emperor arrived. Adrian. Adrian called out, Your Majesty, greetings to the Sun Emperor of the Empire. You didn't come to the courtyard today, Adrian said. Yes, Servian nodded. Are you still afraid? I already told you. That guy won't appear before you again. What her father said was true. Antonio had committed terrible crimes and received severe punishment. I hadn't heard of his evil deeds in my past life, so I was quite surprised. But what are you looking at? Your Majesty, Ariel answered for Servian. Her Highness is choosing new furniture for the Imperial Princess's palace. But I wonder if Her Highness is worried about the cost and finding it difficult to make a decision. Hearing this, Servian's eyes widened. Ariel, how could you tell Father that? What? Why would the princess be worried about money? Adrian asked. Well, Ariel continued, perhaps because the palace's condition wasn't good before, Her Highness seems to still misunderstand. Well, Adrian nodded. That memory is certainly not easy to forget. Servian quickly said, I'm fine. Such unnecessary worry, Adrian said. Why choose? Just furnish each room differently and let her switch rooms every day. As expected of your majesty. Adil exclaimed. I'll do as you say. Furnish each room differently. Wait, that's such a waste. Servian quickly cried out. No, it's too much. Such a waste. We can't be wasteful. Wasteful? Adrian asked. Well, then I'll grant you the money. Hearing this, Servian quickly explained. No, that's not what I meant. Anyway, that's enough about this, Adrian declared, settling the matter. Let's talk about the next important thing. Your birthday party. The ministers trembled during the court session. The political affairs were almost discussed, but the atmosphere remained heavy. Does your majesty have something important to announce? Like that matter with the magician Antonio before. Lately, every meeting feels like walking on thin ice. As you all know, Adrian began, Princess Servian's birthday is approaching. I want this birthday party to be grander than ever. So, go back and formulate a schedule and budget, then report back to me. But, your majesty. One person stammered. Is there a problem? Adrian asked, his face darkening. Your majesty, may I say a few words? Hannibal stepped forward. Go ahead, Adrian said. Forgive me, your majesty, Hannibal began, but I believe the timing is not ideal. Timing? Adrian questioned. You mean compared to my daughter's birthday? Timing should be prioritized. Yes, your majesty, Hannibal nodded. Go on, Adrian said impatiently. Do pay, sir. Hannibal flinched, but continued. I say this because of the situation in the kingdom of Carambel. Currently, the western coast, led by the kingdom of Carambel, is ravaged by plague. I believe we, as the empire, should exercise restraint. Because the western coast is suffering from a plague, the empire should exercise restraint. Adrian asked, is that what you mean? I apologize for my presumption, Hannibal said. Perhaps Her Highness's birthday party could be simplified. However, the Duke's argument is flawed, Adrian countered. Carambel is now out of danger. According to the latest reports, the plague has completely subsided. Even the elderly king of Carambel has recovered. Even if communication is difficult during the storm season, how could you speak without knowing these facts? Duke Pacer. Who do you think saved the kingdom of Carambel? Adrian roared. Merely, Hannibal tried to explain. There are absurd rumors circulating in the palace. I'm worried your majesty will appear to be swayed by the young princess. So, the truth is, Adrian admitted, the princess did change my decision. The crowd erupted in murmurs. Isn't the princess only 5 years old? I thought it was just a rumor, but it's actually true. The inconspicuous princess. I can't believe the emperor would share his authority with her. Could he be grooming her for the future? Hannibal thought, gritting his teeth. I just don't understand why the emperor would do this. I originally intended to postpone aid to Carambel, Adrian explained, but Servian's commitment to good faith moved me. That's why I didn't postpone it, and resolutely provided aid to Carambel. And that decision saved Carambel and the western coast from crisis. Therefore, the princess who saved the kingdom of Carambel deserves to be commended. I order you to prepare a banquet to celebrate Princess Servian's birthday. Your Majesty, Hex asked worriedly, is this wise? I'm afraid today's events will only fuel the rumors. There's nothing unwise about it, Adrian stated. How annoying. Adrian thought of Hannibal's face with distaste. What gift can I give Servian that will make her happy? Damien pondered, looking at the gifts before him. Before, the closer I got to Servian, the more my mother disliked her. So I couldn't get close to her. Mother hid her emotions, but I could sense the subtle changes. So I could only be distant like father. Now the imperial princess's palace is out of mother's sight. I could only give perfunctory gifts before, but now it's different. I can give Servian gifts that will truly make her happy. This time, I definitely will. On the coldest day of the storm season, I celebrated my birthday. Servian looked in the mirror. Her status bar read, Servian Albadot, 6 years old. Body and soul synchronization, 8%. Actions will follow the body. Servian sighed. Only 8% synchronized. When will I finally grow up? Your Highness, let's go get ready, Ariel said. Servian nodded. Let's go. It's just a small family party. Why do I have to dress up so much? Because it's my birthday. Is that why they're taking extra care to dress me up? His Majesty the Emperor has arrived. Father is here too. Adrian stared, stunned, at Servian, now dressed up. Servian, you're ready. Greetings, Your Majesty. At ease, Servian. She looks more and more like her mother, Adrian observed. Aphis. Servian thought to herself. Time flies. Our child, Servian, is already 6 years old. I'll take good care of Servian Aphis. May you rest in peace in the embrace of the forest. 3 days. Servian exclaimed in shock. Of course, Ariel explained. It's customary for royal birthdays to be celebrated for 3 days, isn't it? It is customary, Servian thought. But in my past life, for various reasons, my birthday was never celebrated according to custom. Oh my, Ariel said. It seems we've arrived. You'll be entering with His Majesty now. Come, Servian, Adrian said, extending his hand. The banquet hall was already filled with people. That's Her Imperial Highness. She's so small. What do I do? Servian clutched Adrian's cloak, feeling awkward as she looked at the crowd. I haven't attended such a grand party before, so I'm even more nervous. In this hall, in my past life, I was repeatedly reprimanded here. Those cold stares and sneers are still vivid in my memory. I can't just freeze here. I have to pull myself together. Adrian crouched down and stroked Servian's head. Servian, there, now you can't see anyone. It's all right, Servian. This is Father's magic. At the same time, Servian saw Adrian's status bar, which indicated he was still shy. Does he still not like that crowded places like this? But I want everyone to see how beautiful he looks today. Father's right, Servian thought. I feel better now that my view is blocked. Adrian said, picking Servian up. This seems like a great start to the banquet. Let's go see the courtyard first, Servian. This is great. Servian was unconvinced. It doesn't seem that great, but those words are comforting. Even in the courtyard, Servian remained gloomy, tears welling up in her eyes. Even though Father said it was great, I should be showing the dignified demeanor of an imperial princess. Adrian offered Servian a macaron. These are all for you. Eat your fill. The guests will be here soon. Will you be all right? Adrian asked. Yes, Servian forced out. I'll be calm this time and behave properly. You look beautiful today, Your Highness. Cybele said. You've arrived, my Empress, Adrian replied. Greetings, Your Majesty, Servian bowed. At that moment, Servian saw Cybele's status bar. It showed a favorability rating of -9,050. Her favorability has dropped again. We'll be all right. Servian worried. Everyone will be coming to congratulate you now, Adrian said. The Moda Lord is approaching. Greetings to the 2 sons of the Empire. The Moda Lord bowed. He's Kalman's teacher. The Moda Lord, Servian thought, looking at the man before her. The Moda Lord's status bar displayed. Oh ho, young Kalman was right. Your Imperial Highness, happy birthday, Moda Lord Trana said. Thank you, Servian replied, puzzled. What did Kalman say? Her Highness is indeed as beautiful as rumored, the Moda Lord complimented. Meanwhile, his favorability rating continued to rise. Servian was perplexed. Why is the Moda Lord's favorability so high? Thank you. Cybele maintained a polite smile, but inwardly she was displeased. Why is the Moda Lord already paying attention to the Imperial Princess? Seeing this, Servian flinched and clung tightly to Adrian. As you can see, she's a bit shy, but she's not unkind to me, Adrian explained. That does seem to be the case, Trana chuckled. The nobles, that are all quite curious about Her Highness. But Your Majesty, did you know? Know what? Her Highness has a strong scent of Leanly, the Moda Lord said. Leanly scent. Servian thought. Kalman did mention that to me last time. Could he have been telling the truth? Adrian nodded in satisfaction. His status bar displayed. Servian takes after me. Her Leanly scent is naturally outstanding. She will surely become a remarkable mage in the future. A boon to the Empire. I haven't smelled such a strong Leanly scent in a long time. Trana exclaimed excitedly. Your Majesty is also aware. Moda Lord, please compose yourself, Adrian interrupted. But, Trana stammered. Did Father already know that I could learn magic? Servian looked at Adrian. Then why didn't he let me start learning magic earlier? If I had learned magic, I wouldn't have been called a useless imperial princess. In my past life, he only said I had no magical talent. If I have a Leanly scent, why would he say that? Is the imperial princess's Leanly scent truly that remarkable? Cybele asked with a smile. Indeed, Your Majesty. As I said, Trana began. Moda Lord, Adrian interrupted again. I told you to compose yourself. Leanly scent can change during development. Do not act rashly. Trana quickly apologized. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I was too excited. His Majesty is right, Cybele added. It's too early to say anything for certain. I see, Servian thought. So Leanly scent can change. It seems I'm one such case. My Leanly scent must have. That disappeared as I grew up. That's why I couldn't learn magic in my past life. Father must be disappointed too. Meanwhile, Adrian's status bar displayed. I can't put unnecessary pressure on Servian. Besides, Aphis' dying wish was for her to have a carefree childhood. Oh, mother's last words. I see. Servian was deeply moved. So mother left a last will and testament. She hoped I could at least have a happy childhood. Mother, for my sake. Regardless, the imperial princess has one more thing to celebrate, Cybele said. Although, I don't know what changes will happen in the future, but the Modal Lord's judgment is never wrong. Thank you, Servian said. How terrifying. At that moment, Cybele's status window displayed the Imperial Princess's ability. That had actually caused such a strong reaction from the Modal Lord. How could this be? His Imperial Highness the Crown Prince has arrived. Oh, quickly invite him in. Sorry I'm late, Damien said. Big brother. Servian's eyes lit up. Although I'm still afraid of the Empress. It's okay. There are so many people here who like me. The rest of the banquet went smoothly. High-ranking nobles came one after another to congratulate me. There were many familiar faces among the guests, although some of them I didn't have good memories with before. Thought most of their status windows were friendly towards me. So far, my reputation seems to be pretty good. That's wonderful. Servian breathed a sigh of relief. Are you tired? Adrian asked. My treasure, eat this. You'll have energy after eating it. Okay. Servian nodded. It's delicious. Here, have this too. Your Majesty, Cybele said. The Imperial Princess is shy. I'm worried she'll have indigestion. Let's take the food away. Hearing this, Servian's heart started racing again. This is something I often heard. Although things are much different now compared to my past life, that I still feel suffocated when I hear those words. The Imperial Princess has only been gone a few days. How did you get so chubby? I've spoken many times about the Imperial Princess's deportment. You truly disappoint me. From today onwards, you will refrain from eating anything else for the time being. Just drink black tea. It will be a bit difficult, but it's all for the Imperial Princess's own good. Empress, what do you mean by that? Adrian asked, displeased. I'm just worried about the Imperial Princess. Cybele feigned concern. It's okay to just eat this much. It seems the Empress doesn't know how much Servian can eat. Adrian said, I'm worried the Imperial Princess will get indigestion. Cybele tried to continue, but Adrian cut her off. If you had paid attention to her, that you would know our Servian not only eats a lot, but isn't a picky eater. What a pity. Their conversation caused a stir among those present. The Empress hasn't been paying attention to the Imperial Princess. The Imperial Princess is eating so well, and the Empress wants to stop her. Poor Imperial Princess. She's still so young. How much can she possibly eat? Compared to my children, she eats very politely. Servian froze, looking at these thoughts. Suddenly, many status windows appeared. If this were my past life, the Empress would have gotten her way. His tone was full of concern. How could I disobey her? Eat some more, Servian. Can you still eat? Adrian said softly. Servian nodded gratefully. It's all right now, because I'm not alone anymore. It's okay. I seem to have adjusted to the banquet a little. Everyone is busy entertaining the nobles. Maybe it's because I suddenly relaxed, but I'm so sleepy. But the party isn't over yet. I can't sleep. This is why I say a child's body is so inconvenient. Servian suddenly saw a status window in the crowd named Kasim displaying the occupation. Thief. Thoughts. Damn nobles everywhere. Wait a minute. A thief. How could a thief be in the Imperial Palace? Your Imperial Highness, did you have a good time today? Ariel asked. Servian nodded absent-mindedly. Although I chased after him immediately, the thief got away. All right, it's time to change your clothes. Please raise your hands. Ariel said. Okay. Servian sat obediently, still thinking about what had just happened. Where did he run off to? You must be tired too. Go to sleep quickly. A thief in the palace. This isn't a small matter. Servian thought as she lay in bed, and he was wearing a servant's uniform. Unidentified people absolutely cannot enter. How did he? Did something like this happen in my past life too? If he's a thief, he must be here to steal something. Servian's eyes suddenly widened. In the Imperial Palace, filled with rare and precious treasures, there is one place that holds the most valuable treasures in the palace, worth risking one's life to infiltrate. The Imperial Treasury. It happened so long ago, I forgot all about it. The Imperial Treasury was robbed in my past life, but I never heard what treasures were actually stolen. It's also possible that the missing treasures weren't important, so I don't remember. But the problem is after that incident. Father was fiercely attacked by the noble faction. When I was 14, something happened that required reinforced security in the palace. The noble faction, who didn't want the imperial power strengthened, used the theft of the imperial treasury as an excuse to launch a fierce attack on Father. Their goal was to have the noble faction's chosen candidate replace the emperor's imperial guard and take charge of palace security. Although I don't know the specifics, I heard Father was extremely exhausted because of this. Maybe I can help Father this time. The next day, Servian is the main character. You sit here, Damien said. Servian nodded. Okay, speaking of which, I heard that from the second day onwards, the party is only for noble children. Servian glanced around, thinking this is so the children can naturally get to know each other. But why does my brother have that expression? He looks so serious. At that moment, Damien's status window displayed. This is Servian's birthday party. But none of his peers are here. Only a few people close to the Duke's family came. Mother must have pulled some strings again. Now that I think about it, that's true. Servian realized there are no children my age. That's why some of these faces are unfamiliar. But it's okay, because I have my brother with me. I feel more at ease than ever. My brother figured out the situation so quickly. He's been this smart since he was young, and he doesn't have memories of a past life like me. He's really amazing. But my brother's attention is a little awkward in this situation. Everyone is paying too much attention to me. I still have to find that thief. With everyone gathered here, how am I supposed to find him? Servian fell a little down. Seeing Servian like this, Damien frowned at the others. Those guys are boring, Servian. Greetings, Your Imperial Highness. Kalman stepped forward and bowed. Calmo. Servian looked up. Kalman's status bar showed it. So she really is the Imperial Princess. Someone like me shouldn't try to get close to her. Servian. This is Damien, who studied with me under the Moto Lord. Just as Damien was about to introduce Servian, he heard her call out, Kalman. Servian. You know Kalman? Damien asked. Servian nodded. Kalman helped me when I got lost last time, Servian explained. Is that so? Damien glared at Kalman while questioning Servian. Meanwhile, Kalman only had eyes for Servian. She's even cuter than I remember. I was debating whether to come to the party. I'm so glad I did. Your Imperial Highness, congratulations. Karl Sky stepped forward and said, Young Master Karl Sky, you've mistaken me, Damien said coldly. Her Imperial Highness is still young, Karl Sky said with a sneer. Even if I were to congratulate her. Damien and Kalman's expressions changed instantly upon hearing this. What did this brat just say? Is he looking for death? Karl Sky continued, oblivious. But to invite someone of such low birth to the party, it seems His Majesty doesn't value Her Imperial Highness very much. Young Master Karl Sky, Damien said with a darkened face. You dare speak ill of His Majesty and the Imperial Princess before me. Seeing Damien's anger, Karl Sky realized he had misspoken and quickly tried to explain. What's going on? Why did the atmosphere suddenly change? Because the Empress looks down on the Imperial Princess, I thought the Crown Prince felt the same. And Damien continued, You also insulted my friend, my guard. What are you all standing around for? Damien shouted, Why, Your Highness? Karl Sky exclaimed, Get this guy out of here. I will personally visit Count Karl Sky later regarding this matter. Your Highness, I know I was wrong. Your Highness, I'm sorry. Servian, I ruined your birthday party. Damien apologized profusely. It's okay, Servian said. He's a bad guy. Kalman talks strangely, but he's a good person. Sayabel is angry. Servian continued. That's right, Damien agreed. Kalman's personality isn't the best, but he's a good person. I'll teach that guy a lesson for you. You too, Kalman said helplessly. What are you doing? Much later. I've been looking around for a while, but I haven't seen the thief from yesterday, Servian thought to herself. The more people there are, the more status bars there are. It's hard to find that thief's status bar. He was wearing a servant's uniform yesterday. I'll focus on the servant's status bars then. Found him, but that's strange. His face is different from yesterday, but the name is the same. Ariel. Servian quickly tugged on Ariel's clothes. Carry me. Are you tired, Your Highness? Would you like to rest in the lounge? Ariel asked. Servian nodded. Over there. I want to go over there. Yes, Your Highness. How could his face change? And he seems like he's about to make a move. I have to follow him no matter what. I don't want to stay here, Servian said. Where did he go? I don't want to stay here either, Servian repeated. I followed him right away. Did he escape already? That's right. That guy is targeting the Imperial Treasury. I just have to wait there. Ariel, let's go over there. Your Highness, Ariel, go over there. I have a bad feeling, like something big is about to happen. Just then, someone blocked their path. Oh my, Your Imperial Highness. What are you doing here? It's nothing, Ariel explained. Her Highness instructed. At that moment, Servian saw the status bar of the person in front of her. It was Kasim, the thief she was looking for. He's the thief. His face changed again. Why is the Imperial Princess here? Damn, should I retreat? Kasim thought to himself. No, there's no need. As long as I get into the treasury, I can escape through the secret passage. The princess can be my hostage. Ariel, that person is strange. Servian shouted. Dangerous. Your Highness. Adil hesitate. Ariel, be careful. Servian said. Hearing Servian's words, Kasim became furious. Did that Imperial Princess see through my flawless disguise? Don't panic. There's no one else around. In that case, I'll just take the princess hostage and enter the treasury. I'll definitely be able to escape easily. Hand over the princess. Kasim drew his sword and lunged forward. Just as he thought he was about to succeed, a guard who had been hidden in the shadows jumped out. Where did this guy come from? Kasim glared at the person in front of him. Quickly take her highness and retreat. The guard shouted. Is he a guard? But I didn't hear a thing. Where did he come from? But there's only one of him. A single poison dart will take care of him easily, Kasim thought. Servian quickly caught this information and yelled, Look out. Damn it. How'd he dodge my attack? Kasim gritted his teeth. The longer this drags on, the more dangerous it becomes. I should retreat. Just then, Kasim was suddenly restrained by a magic spell. Servian. Damien rushed over, calling out anxiously, Are you all right? Are you hurt? Millimetrufum, I'm okay. You dare. Damien glared at Kasim, furious. Although the thief was caught in the end, somehow things didn't go as I expected, Servian thought. Cybele, Adrian, having heard the news, rushed over. Are you all right? What happened? Adrian picked up Servian and checked her carefully. We're fine, Damien said. The captain of the guard is here. Please explain the situation. Servian looked up. Oh, it's the knight who saved us just now. The details of the situation will be explained by the knight who was protecting her Imperial Highness, the captain of the guard said. Adante stepped forward and reported, Your Majesty, I am Adante, in charge of protecting the Imperial Princess. Just like usual, I was guarding Her Highness and followed her to the vicinity of the treasury. He was guarding me. Servian stared at Adante blankly. I had no idea. Adante continued. A guard I had never seen before appeared in front of Her Highness. To confirm his identity, I made the guard hand signal. And then, Adrian asked. Adante replied. Her Imperial Highness was the first to notice something was wrong with this individual. He then attempted to attack Her Highness, and I intervened to defend her. You noticed something was wrong with him. Cybele, how did you know? Adrian looked at Servian and asked. Servian was startled and stammered. That. It's just his face. Like that. It gave me a strange feeling. Servian felt herself rambling. I can't say that I can see people's inner thoughts. Oh no, if I can't come up with a decent excuse, I'll be suspected. Indeed. Adrian pondered for a moment and said, I'm glad you're not hurt, thanks to my brother arriving in time. Really, and that night, and Ariel too. It was truly everyone who saved me. I understand, but you must have been terrified. Hurry back to the Imperial Princess's palace and rest. Okay, Servian nodded firmly. Although the incident became bigger than I expected, ultimately, the thief has been caught. Father won't have to worry about this anymore. This should be a good thing, right? It's really great. The matter was resolved smoothly, and no one was hurt. Did that guy confess? Adrian asked. Yes, he confessed. He was after the Imperial Palace treasures. So he really was here to kidnap the Imperial Princess. Adrian clenched his fists. That guy mentioned treasures. Naturally, the most precious treasure in the Imperial Palace is Servian. Your Majesty. The criminal confessed that his target was the Imperial Treasury. What? He left my daughter, the most precious treasure in this Imperial Palace, and only wanted to steal from the treasury. Impeyad. Princess is, of course, also the Empire's most shining treasure. But the thief confessed he wanted to infiltrate the Imperial Treasury. That criminal did indeed want to infiltrate somewhere. Father, please look at these, Damien said. These are the thief's belongings. He carried various tools and beads for disabling magical traps. It seems he planned to infiltrate the treasury while the party was in full swing. Servian, who left the party, must have happened to go there and encountered the criminal. Is that so? This is truly annoying. What do you mean? Damien asked. That magician last time too. Adrian said irritably. Why are there so many scoundrels around Servian? Your Majesty, I have something to report. A person rushed in. What happened? How dare you shout in front of His Majesty? Hex scolded, and the newcomer quickly said, I am terribly sorry. It's an emergency. The criminal who threatened the imperial princess died in prison. What? How did you guard the prison and let the criminal die? We were watching him closely. Judging by his condition, it seems he died of poisoning. Poisoning? Damien thought for a moment and said, Father, he must have had someone behind him, right? It seems so, Adrian agreed. Interrogator, tell me the details of the criminal situation. Yes, Your Majesty. It happened like this. To prevent him from acting rashly, we tied him up completely. But his body suddenly started convulsing, and then he died. We immediately examined the body and detected poison. It must have been the person who sent him into the palace who silenced him. Adrian listened to the report with a grim expression. Although we already know he was after the imperial palace treasures, we still don't know what he wanted to steal. First, investigate the mastermind behind this. Yes, Your Majesty. Is Servian all right? Adrian asked. Yes, Your Majesty, Ginny replied. The imperial princess is resting. Your Majesty, I have something to report. Speak. This might be my misunderstanding, Adante said, but as the imperial princess's guard, I feel I should inform you of this. Before that thief used his hidden weapon, the imperial princess warned me to be careful. The captain of the guard looked at Adante with worry. Why is this guy bringing this up for no reason? Just putting the imperial princess in danger is already a punishable offense. He's even babbling nonsense in front of His Majesty. The imperial princess is still a child. How could she predict the thief's attack? What if his nonsense angers His Majesty? Please forgive me, Your Majesty. The captain of the guard quickly apologized. Sir Lloyd must be worried that he didn't protect the imperial princess well. I will admonish him again. Adrian was deep in thought with a serious expression. The captain of the guard became even more worried. His Majesty seems truly angry. What should I do? Could it be that, Adrian? Could it be that? Our Servian isn't usually troublesome, but it's a bit strange that she took her maids there at that specific time, and she recognized the disguised thief at a glance. Servian? Indeed, Father, Damien exclaimed worriedly. It must be because of her exceptional talent, Adrian declared. Those who control the power of Leanly are particularly sensitive to danger. It's normal for someone blessed by Leanly to experience such things. So Servian is not only adorable, Damien praised, but also so talented. Seeing the father and son's reactions, the captain of the guard patted Adante's shoulder helplessly. Your responsibility is heavy from now on. Adante nodded. I'll keep that in mind. The final day of the banquet. Today's banquet was the most lavishly decorated. Only members of the royal family were present. Wow, Servian exclaimed excitedly. Do you like it? Adrian asked. I love it. Servian nodded repeatedly. Servian's reaction made Adrian very confident. This must be the best birthday present he'd received this year. A misstep, Damien thought to himself. I didn't expect Father to monopolize all the chefs in the palace. I should have found a chef in advance. Servian, Damien approached, holding a doll. Happy birthday. This is my gift to you. Servian's eyes widened. Such a big doll. Keep it by your side when you sleep. Your bed will be warmer, Damien said thoughtfully. Thank you, brother, Servian said, hugging the doll tightly. I love dolls. Oh dear, Adrian thought, somewhat regretful. I should have prepared a lasting gift for her too. I can't lose to him like this. So Adrian said, Servian, since you bravely caught the thief yesterday, I'll grant you one wish. Is there anything you want? A wish. Servian was very surprised. Sayabel walked over. Your Majesty is actually going to grant the imperial princess a wish. I'm afraid that receiving such a precious gift will spoil the imperial princess, Sayabel said with a worried look, and make her forget her duties as a member of the royal family. Moreover, it was the crown prince who performed well yesterday. I think you might as well reward the crown prince. The empress's heart is full of resentment towards me. Servian hid fearfully behind the doll. The crown prince did perform admirably, but that's not what I'm rewarding. Adrian said, the imperial princess is still young and hasn't learned magic yet, but he dared to face the thief. He helped prevent the incident. I must reward his bravery. Besides, if it weren't for the imperial princess discovering the thief, who could have caught him? Adrian asked. My dear, Sayabel was left speechless. Am I wrong? Adrian turned to Damien and asked. Father is right, Damien said. If it weren't for Servian, no one would have known the thief's identity. Servian bravely alerted everyone. She deserves a reward. Since the crown prince agrees, then let it be as you wish, Sayabel sighed. How did this happen? Servian became even more nervous. I didn't do anything. Honestly, it was all thanks to my brother and the night guards. Since the empress agrees as well, then tell me your wish, Servian, Adrian said. Then. Servian hesitated. The treasury. I want to visit the Imperial Palace treasury, Servian said. Servian. Adrian led Servian to the treasury and said, "This is the Imperial Palace treasury." I didn't have high hopes when I said it. I didn't expect Father to actually agree. This is a good opportunity, Servian thought. I didn't expect him to bring me here immediately. Adrian looked at Servian and said, "It seems the Imperial Palace treasury is smaller than you imagined. It's just my first time being this close to the Imperial Palace treasury. I'm just a little curious," Servian thought, then nodded. "Yes, you'll see when you go inside," Adrian said. Lanlang. Servian's eyes widened. "This treasury only reacts to the unique spiritual power of the imperial family," Adrian explained. Servian rubbed her eyes. "What's going on?" "The pattern seemed to move just now. Opening it is simple," Adrian said as he placed his hand on it. "Place your hand on the imperial symbol, the Lanlang pattern, and infuse it with spiritual power. Once you learn magic, you'll be able to come here yourself too." Servian's jaw dropped. "It's so big inside. Be careful. From now on, you must stay close to me," Adrian said. "Huh?" Servian was puzzled. Adrian explained, "The interior of the treasury is enchanted. Those who enter without permission will get lost. Servian, when you're a little older, you'll be able to release spiritual power and prove your imperial identity and find the exit. But you can't do that yet, so you must stay close to me. There probably won't be such a day," Servian thought, "if the fact that I can't use magic is exposed. I might not even be able to get near the treasury." "I understand. I'll be careful," Servian said firmly. "Since I'm here, I should take a good look around. Although the possibility of getting lost is a little scary. But I'm the one who asked to come here. I shouldn't be so cowardly." Father's favorability rating suddenly increased. Hey, Adrian coughed twice and said, "It seems you're very scared. But don't worry too much. When did I take Father's hand?" Servian's eyes widened. "My body is always so out of control. This is really difficult for me, but it feels so safe. The interior of the treasury is enchanted with spatial expansion magic. However, this scale of spatial expansion magic has been lost to time. These items in front belong to the first emperor," Adrian said. As he spoke, his status bar displayed. The thief was probably after this place too, because the first emperor's belongings are priceless treasures. So Father guessed it too. Servian looked at her status and thought that thief was after that staff of the first emperor. Before the thief fainted, the item he was looking for appeared in his mind. What was it? Servian pointed at the staff and pretended not to know, asking, "What's that?" "That is," Adrian explained, "the staff used by the first emperor. Although it's symbolic, its magical value isn't high. Otherwise, he wouldn't have only used it during his intermediate mage period. No value. Then why did the thief steal this specifically? It doesn't make sense." Servian was very confused. Father said only the imperial family can freely enter and exit this place. Then in my past life, how did the thief get in and steal the item? And why did he leave so many valuable things and steal that staff specifically? Servian's heart suddenly started racing. That thief even knew the secret passage to escape. "Servian, you don't look well," Adrian asked with concern. "It seems the treasury is too big and you're tired. Come, let's go back and rest." "Servian, if you're tired, you can sleep in my arms. I was so anxious just now. Father's embrace is so warm. It makes me feel safe." Servian leaned against Adrian, thinking, maybe I'm overthinking things. "I'm so sleepy." "Oh, that candlestick. That's the symbol of the secret passage that appeared in the thief's mind. The pattern carved on the candlestick is a Sebener flower. The Sebener flower that legends say houses clever spirits. I fought off my sleepiness, thinking about that day over and over again, but I still can't figure it out. My birthday banquet ended just like that, and I'm faced with new problems." "Your Highness, look at this," Ariel reported excitedly. "This is the new property catalog for the Imperial Princess's palace." I don't understand it," Servian said. "It's okay," Ariel comforted. "You'll learn gradually. I just brought it over to show you what a property catalog looks like." "How could this be? My property has increased so much," Servian thought. "This is the first time I've seen so much money." The new property catalog for the Imperial Princess's palace that Ariel showed me is very shocking. And not very, extremely. So much gold. Father shouldn't have any more trouble with the treasury now. I want to be considerate of him in the future too. To achieve that goal, I need people to help me. People who can help me manage this new property properly. After all, from the outside, I'm still an illiterate child. There are no property management courses in the Imperial Palace. In my past life, I only learned etiquette and manners. Well then, I'll find one myself. Find a teacher who can teach me property management and help me understand reality and life. After careful observation these past few days, I've found a good candidate. The life teacher I'm looking for needs to meet 3 conditions. First, even if I'm the imperial princess, they'll be honest with me. Second, they have a good personality and are somewhat fond of me. Lastly, there needs to be something I can do for this person. After looking around, that person fits the bill the best. Just why, Marco wondered. Why has Her Imperial Highness been looking at me these past few days? Strange, so strange. At that moment, Servian saw that Marco's status bar displayed should. It must just be my imagination. I should get back to these documents. This batch of supplies goes to the Garaya Merchant Guild. Goods with a 13% annual interest rate. When will I ever get a raise? I want to be rich. Maybe I should buy a lottery ticket after work. No, I don't even have money for a lottery ticket. I wish I could get rich overnight. Well, instead of buying a lottery ticket, it's more realistic to hope I find a coin on the way home. Just as he was thinking this, Servian approached him and said, "Hello." Marco quickly bowed. "Greetings, Your Imperial Highness. I am Marco William, a junior official in the Ministry of Finance." Why is she talking to me of all people? Ever since Her Imperial Highness started appearing in the junior officials' hall, she's been very shy. Don't disturb her. Let her wander around as she pleases. Those were the orders from above. So everyone pretended not to see her. Your Imperial Highness, do you have something to say to me? Marco was on the verge of tears, but she initiated the conversation. I can't pretend I didn't hear her. Please speak. There's something I want to learn. Marco was stunned for a few seconds before reacting in shock. Learn something. Learn from me. Yes, Servia nodded. But I'm just a junior official, Marco stammered. The palace is full of renowned scholars. Why me? You must be joking, but his level is so high. He's clearly no ordinary junior official, Servian thought. And his inner thoughts. No, there's nothing in it for me. Whether I do a good job or not, I'll get scolded. Most importantly, I won't make any money. I'll pay you, Servian said loudly. I'll never find someone who loves money more than him, Servian thought. Your Imperial Highness, the money you speak of, is it? I want you to be my teacher. Of course I'll pay you. Her Imperial Highness is still young. She probably doesn't even understand the concept of money. That's what he thought. Marco cleared his throat twice before declining again. Anyway, Your Highness, you're sure to find a better teacher than me. If you're to offer me, say, 5 million yana, then I might consider taking the time to teach you. Well, never mind. Marco turned away as he thought, I really can pay you. Servian emphasized, really. Marco nonchalantly replied, I'll give you this much. Servian held up 5 fingers. Seeing no reaction from Marco, Servian increased her offer. 10 million yana. At this point, Marco's status bar displayed favorability. 10500. 610. What's going on? I've never seen a status bar shine so brightly. Servian was a little shocked. Your Highness, I pledge my loyalty to you, Marco said, kneeling on one knee. In any case, Marco was extremely excited. A high-paying employer is the best. And just like that, I easily found a teacher to teach me about finances.